let's go ahead and talk about Council of the Dead, shall we, Ed?
Yeah, let's do it.
Would you like to read off the bootlegger rule for me? Or the Djinn rule, technically?
Yes, I can do that. So this one's pretty simple in one sense, but very complicated in another. So at the start of night 4, the dead wait together for 2 minutes, then secretly vote on a living player. If there's no majority the storyteller chooses, the chosen player gets a boon. So this gets, there's a couple of specifics in here that are very relevant. The start of night 4, we've had this debate. People kept arguing with me. They've been proven wrong. The first night of the game is night 1. There is no night 0. Night 0 is before there's a game happening. You don't even know that there's anything about to happen tomorrow night, because why would you? So night 4, fourth night. The dead wait together. So we will, in the app, that's very easy because we can just wake them all up and bring them all into one chat. The secretly vote is secret from each other as well as from everyone else. So they'll have their 2 minutes to chat. We'll send them off back to their separate to sit in the town square, and they will individually message us, or we might wake them up and ask who they're voting for, depending on how many dead there are. And that is secret from each other. They can change their minds. Also important, the majority is a majority of total votes. So if, say, there's 5 dead, and the votes go 2-1-1-1 for different people, that's not a majority. You need 3 from 5 in order to choose, and at that point we get to choose. We might choose the person who got 2 votes, but it's still a storyteller's choice because there's not an overall majority. It's not first past the post, it's an overall majority that matters, and the boon is completely up to us.
Yep.
We get to do what we like.
Some quick thoughts about the boon that I've seen mentioned other places. We can, if we would like to, wizard rule it, as in give hints, give tools, but we don't need to. It's not a necessity that we do. Boons are interesting because that's what they are. They're boons. It's not necessarily like wizard wishes or atheist things. It's all up to us, kind of like the amnesiac ability. And like the amnesiac ability, you have to take very careful attention to how overpowering your boon can be. As a storyteller, my fisherman advice, because the fisherman reads advice to win the game, I give strong fisherman advice. This does not say you get a boon to win a game. It just says you get a boon. So we're going to be very careful that we don't overpower the boon, and we keep it really balanced. Ed, what is your opinion on boons? Any quick thoughts before we get building a bag?
I think the major thing about it is that you've got to represent the agency of the players in getting to that point. If the evil team have killed evil players, or at least willingly let them be executed in order to get votes into the dead, in order to get a boon on an evil player, I'm going to make that boon a bit more powerful than it might have been otherwise. If it's a very easy, like it's exclusively dead good players and they pick a good player, but the good team has a relatively good read on the game, I don't need to give them that bigger boon. If I give them a massive boon, they're going to read it like High Priestess info and worry slightly that I'm giving them a really powerful ability, and therefore will think that they're losing. And I don't want to change the way the players are thinking with my boon if that's not what I'm doing the boon for. There's a leveling issue here, which is part of the fun.
Chat, please let me know if I'm a bit louder. I peek behind the curtain. We got a whole bunch of new assets, so I changed my setup, and obviously microphones and OBS aren't having the best. So please let me know how the audio is. Keep letting me know. I'll keep changing it as it goes. If I'm still quiet, I will try to change it. However, we have a question from chat. Someone in chat just said Metro Booning wants some more, and that's a joke that specifically for me makes me really laugh. Someone in chat just said, sorry if I missed it, does the boon only happen during night 4 or on night 4 and every night afterward? My opinion is that's up to us. The boon can be ongoing, but also it can also just be one day. Ed, is that your reading as well?
Yeah, absolutely. The nice thing about it is that we can literally afford to go as simple as, oh yeah, we're just going to poison one player this night because that's all the evil team needs. Or it can fully be, oh yeah, we're just going to give the evil team a minion ability back, even though they shouldn't have it for the rest of the game. It can be literally anything.
Yeah.
And that's why this can be quite so storyteller difficult because the control of what you can do when you have a fully open-ended boon is quite carefully. It's something that needs to be quite carefully considered to actually balance the game rather than just overpower the game. So the rules of the World Cup dictate that we need to randomize the bag and then we get to make substitutions. The substitutions we make include any hard requirements. So in this script, we've got what have we got? We've got Summoner, Baron, Vigor Mortis, and possibly some others. I think that's all of them. And the Drunk, which can impact outside accounts, or they can impact minions, demons, etc. They have square brackets. So we're going to randomize a bag, and then we obviously have to make changes to make those square brackets legitimate. And then we get a few, however many changes are left over out of the original 5 changes we get to make. I think it's 5, right?
I believe it is 5. So I'm going to go ahead and hit shuffle 5 times for that 5 selections, and that's what we're going to keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck my life. We have to run a Vortox game. That's going to be fun for me specifically.
Great.
Couple questions from chat. Boon can be whatever makes sense. Emma says correct. It can be publicly known. It can be not be publicly known. Yeah, perfect. Great. So we have to do Baron Serenovis. We have to do Recluse Mutant. We have to do Monk, Al-Sahir, Librarian, Soldier, Mayor, Huntsman, Town Crier, which means we already lose. We lose one. We lose one of our selections because both Baron and Huntsman means we need to add a damsel and a well, no, we lose 2 because damsel, and we also have to have a drunk in play.
Yeah, but it's worth remembering, as far as we're only making one substitution here, we have to put the damsel in,
yeah.
We have to take a townsfolk out. We still keep the rest of this bag because the drunk is just one of those townsfolk. If we wanted to change that, we can do, but the drunk is just going to overwrite one of those townsfolk.
So what are you thinking for the damsel? Because hot take, I kind of just want to take out the huntsman.
I genuinely argued this with Steve. I've argued this throughout. I don't think the huntsman makes the damsel better. I think it makes it worse. I think the damsel is the best character if it's just by itself.
Agreed.
It's one of my favorite characters.
I love it so much. Okay, let's just get rid of the huntsman. That's one change. The chat, keep it marked. We have up to 4 more changes that we can make to make this as balanced a game as possible. Looking at this, Grim, I'm going to argue we should change Vortox because I don't necessarily know what it even does here. It's with the bag we currently have, of course, not making any judgments on the script itself.
It's got to be said, currently there's like almost no information. There's a starting librarian and there's a town crier. I would almost argue we've got both monk and soldier. Having both of them in play isn't the most thrilling. I think we should get rid of one of those 2, put some more info in order for the Vortox to have more effect. Okay.
I'm in for it. Let's do monk, and then I'll give it up to you because we can either do fortune teller or you can come up with a shit ton of savant info. What do you want to do, Ed? I'm not coming up with savant info.
I can come up with a shit ton of savant info. That's
perfect. Perfect. Chat does say fisherman with Vortox fish. I'm willing to do that if we want to take something out. However, I know this is not correct, but I will defend it to my dying day. Fisherman should not be Vortoxed. I know it's wrong, and we'll do it because it is, but it shouldn't be.
I can totally hear that argument. I've had this debate a few times and swung back and forth, but yeah, probably not the time. We'll leave that for now. The reasonable point has been brought up: keeping monk rather than soldier for Vortox info is quite fun.
Yep, just saw that.
It might be meted slightly, but that's fine.
So that we have 2 changes done. That means we have 3 left. I think the only thing I really am thinking here is the question of removing Al-Sahir and adding something like Fisherman or Oracle. Because I think I like Town Crier here. I like Librarian here. I like Monk here. We obviously added Savant. I think the only 2 I would really change is Al-Sahir and Mayor, and I do love me a Mayor.
I think that's fair. I think you can swap out an Alta here. You can lean into pretty much anything else.
Yeah.
Shugenja's fun with Vortox. Fortune Teller's at least interesting with Vortox. Oracle can go interesting with Vortox. It depends how the first couple of days go.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd lean into one of those three rather than the others. But, if chat is wildly arguing for Fisherman, I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, chat, let's go for either Oracle, Shugenja, or Fortune Teller. What do you guys think? I think I want Fortune Teller as a bluff, because as a demon in a Vortox game, you can do literally anything with Fortune Teller, and once it gets confirmed to be Vortox, like, what are they gonna say? The Storyteller's wrong, Shugenja, Oracle. Go ahead.
The reasonable argument's being made that Oracle for the Council of the Dead thing is quite interesting, especially if we do just gently tick it up and be like, "Oh, there's 2 dead right now on night 4."
Yeah. Interesting. Let's add the Oracle. Oracle Vortex with the rule could be fun. Yeah, let's do Oracle. So here is something that chat did bring up. We do have to add a drunk.
Yes.
So my question is, my feelings are, do we want to remove the mayor and add something that goes in the bag drunk, or do we want to drunk something currently in play?
There is a part of me that says, I think the Oracle's a really interesting drunk here, because even in a Vortox game, it allows us to give the 0 on night 2, and then give a much more believable 1 on night 3. Obviously, this depends how the game goes and how the executions go, but like one of the things I regret a lot is Vortox Oracle. When an Oracle gets a 1 on night 2, because they have to, because they can't get a 0 most of the time, it's not as interesting.
That's
the
fair.
drunk Oracle here is spicy.
Okay, let's do drunk Oracle. I think this bag is good. I'm okay
with this.
We only did 3 of our changes. We technically do have 2 if we want to do something else, but I like Serenovis. I think Baron adds like a fun... I know some people are saying remove Baron for Mistopheles. I like Baron. I like the 4 outsiders here, especially because they're drunk in play. We're kind of committing to Vortox with the change that we made previously. I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think this is good. We don't have to use them all. Also, using 5 changes every time is changing like half the characters in play. So, If a character is lowercase d drunk in a Vortox game, they have to get false information.
Yes.
The drunk, capital D, is an outsider. The Vortox specifies townsfolk abilities get false information, so the capital D drunk can get true information in a Vortox game. But I think that's where chat is explaining, but it's going past quite quickly, and I'm doing too many things.
Perfect. Well, if you have any questions about that or anything else, myself and Ed have both been playing this game for a long time. Ed longer than me, Ed better than me, but we both can answer any of your questions. Sometimes we disagree, sometimes we agree. Who knows? Let's get going with this day, though, because we have to bring in... We don't have a philosopher in play, so we can just immediately go to Brendan and Malachon and tell them who their demon is. So I'm going to bring in Brendan and tell Brendan to hold on, please. And Ed already is the greatest person in the world and brought in Malachon. This is your minion team. Say hi, minions.
Hi, minions.
Hi, minions.
Your demon is Alexis.
Also, while you're here, there's a damsel.
Great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I always forget that bit sometimes. Oh, I said always and then sometimes, but you know what I mean, chat. Anyways, let's bring in Alexis. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Your minions are Brendan and Malachon.
Brendan and Malachon.
And your bluffs are Al-Sahir, Fisherman, and Fortune Teller.
Very fun. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye. I like Al-Sahir as a bluff. I like Fisherman as a bluff. I think this is a really fun bluff set for a Vortox demon.
I like the fact that we selected bluffs at the same time, and you picked Fisherman as I picked Al-Sahir, and I was fully intending to pick Fisherman as the last one. I was like, all right, there we go, job done.
I love it! Let's go! Apparently we have Alexis fan club in chat, so that's great. I love that for Alexis. Let's go to the Serenovis. I'm having so much fun. This is such a great... I'm so hyped. Hello,
Hello.
Auntie Mal. Please pick a player. Please pick a role.
I will pick Brendan. No, I'll pick myself to be the damsel.
You'll pick yourself as the damsel. Heard. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, before we go any farther, we do need a librarian. We are going to show a drunk because I think that's the best thing. Someone in chat had a really, let's say, fun idea. And that was showing Milk and Milk and Brendan as the drunk. And I kind of want to do it, to be honest.
I mean, there is also a fun line here where you give Milk, Malashan, and someone as the damsel.
And just
given what Malashan has just done.
Just force Malashan into being the damsel. You know what? I like that, actually. I love that. Let's go. We're doing that. So Malashan, and not sincerity because we can't because of Vortox. But what? Who else? Probably not Jen. Oh, actually, Jen might play into it, to be honest, because that's a Jen thing to do. Jam's a good shout. I was looking at Inspiration Follows the Recluse.
Yeah, I don't know how Inspo is going to play Recluse on this script. Like, it could go either way. Inspo might be quite happy to be quite open. But, like, Sincerity is going to absolutely believe this is a Vortox game off the back of this. But it depends whether Malashan sticks with the damsel or not.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a drunk, right? So that is a thing. Let's show Jams, because I think Jams would, like... Because showing the mutant as an outsider to make them go, absolutely not, I'm not the damsel, is pretty funny, no?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, cool. Let's go. I think that's all the decisions we have to make right now. So let's just go to Milk Librarian and then call it a day, because this script is super easy to run night one of. Hello.
Well, hello there. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
You know what? I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Ed, would you mind telling Milk his information?
I would like that.
Yeah, Milk, you're going to love this. You're learning about a damsel who doesn't want to learn about the risk of a lost condition, especially after the way that the games went on Thursday with like 3 damsel wins in quick succession.
I'm quite excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, I believe in you to avert that fate. You're learning that either Princess Mal or Jams are the damsel.
And I'm confident that you two have put a minion in one of those pings, so I have to be super careful about how I approach it. Thank you so much for this. This is really exactly what I wanted to deal with.
I can't believe you cast aspersions on us like that. That's so rude.
It's all right. Just gonna have a little. I just need a.
Wild.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
So that's one of the 2 things I was going to say. It's one, Ember, great script building. The first night is beautiful, wonderful, no notes. Secondarily, this rule is going to make this specific group of players play so differently. I can count on my hand 5 people who really love killing evils. Dave B loves killing evils. Jams loves killing evils. Ryback hates not killing an evil. Micah and Sincerity are big sticklers on if you even have an ounce of suspicion, we're killing you. You can't do that here with the Council of the Dead.
It's one of the risks of, like, do you go for pushing... You can usually assume, in the absence of Vig, that no people who died at night are evil. But in this script, even without Vig, they might be. Especially with Baron on there. Like, why? Alexis has got that as an option up her sleeve to just off Brendan and get a vote in the council.
Yeah, 1000%. You all gather with the streets underneath your feet and the night sky beckoning you forward. You have only heard whispers and rumors, but maybe tonight, maybe if you're lucky, you will get an invite. You think the name is just clever, maybe a little bit of mystery shrouding the reality of the situation, but what you will all learn in due time is that to join this council, you must be dead. You have 6 minutes!
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
What would you like to do?
I will match whatever you want to do, Rith.
Let's do a stupid question, except I wish I'd thought of one ahead of time. What character on High Seas of Mutiny is your character most like?
Oh boy.
Like a 2.
What do we have on here that I don't just give it away by doing that?
What is the High Sea of Mutiny?
It's a homebrew script that's pirate themed. That is very,
boo,
very.
I'm leaving.
A lot publicly, but yeah.
Fair. Sounds good.
Hey, I'm the mutant. Execute me. Storyteller. Come on, do it. You know you want to.
A document.
Ooh, okay. If I could have a choice, I would pick number 6 on the list. If I could have a choice, I would pick... This is on the list of fake meswords that Micah has.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Wonderful. Are you here for
What do you-
savant information?
Yeah. What do you got for me?
You must go to Edd, because I don't do savants.
Okay. Fair
Okay,
enough.
bye!
Excellent.
So I can get you killed as the damsel.
You can get me killed as whatever you want to get me killed at. No notes.
I tend to think
Hello.
Hello, how are we doing, darling?
I'm doing great. I was told that you would do me instead of Avery, which is fine. I will do either of you.
Oh, that's the phrasing we're going with, is it?
Yep, yep, we do it now. That's how we do it. We're doing it.
That's how we do it. It's Sunday.
Like, I suspect there's quite a lot of savants who get a lot of doing. Anyway, I had decided about this, and then I've changed my mind. So I'm going to give you... either a chef would have got a 1. Something I just saw amused me, and I'll tell Avery about it later. Sorry. Or there are no outsiders neighboring one another.
No outsiders neighboring one another. All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
What happened?
Just simultaneously, Ruth and Brendan were trying to get their camera to refocus, and it was like I was like, how can I make this into a piece of savant info? And it derailed my brain, and then I was like, I can't do it. I can't get those two into a piece of information quick enough to actually answer this question.
I love that. Okay, bye.
I'm a big reader. I do a lot of reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently reading this like gigantic philosophical text on ethical emotivism that I'm trying to force my way through, because I feel like I have to read like academic works, because I don't know. I went to a pretty decent grad school and stuff. So anyway, the point of this conversation is I like reading, and I'm a big fan of books. And if you would like to claim to be the librarian who has seen me as, I don't know, the mutant, that would be super great.
Okay. If you have got any books about shoes, I'd be interested in those as well.
Yep. I do have books about shoes. Obviously, there's lots of books out there about shoes. You know,
Information, I think that's kind of rude when storytellers do that, but in case you need to consider it, you could.
Good to know. I would imagine I don't, but I could always, if we seem very close and then that doesn't work, I suppose we could always, include a recluse.
Yeah, why not? Cool.
Wicked. Good stuff.
I'm telling other people that I'm fisherman or...
And Mal is the Baron.
Mal is the Sarah.
Oh, very fun.
Who has made herself mad as the damsel.
Love it.
What's up with you?
Not too much. I'm just gonna go Elsa here this game. We have Fortune Teller, Elsa, and Fisherman. And what's better than useless Elsa here that doesn't do anything all game?
Great. Which are you?
Vortox.
Cool. I am the. I'm claiming Shigenja, so we'll see how that goes.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right. I didn't even consider Vortox in my bluff. So cool. Excellent. All right. Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
See you later.
The Shugenja, and I got a clockwise.
You're the Shugenja with a clockwise. Medusa also, by the way, Aves.
Heard.
I will tell you that I am the librarian.
Ooh, fun. Okay. Cool.
And I will not be sharing my information for obvious reasons. Looks at script.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
See you around.
Cool.
Hello.
I'm claiming savant to some people, so I do need to get a consult and also to say the word leaf, just in case it's somehow a real Mez word.
Your Avery Savant information is Avery has a bouquet of flowers that her primary partner got her for Valentine's Day that are very much dead on her nightstand, or Avery has a charcuterie board named after her in local Wisconsin delis. Okay, bye!
And be disrupted by the demon.
Welcome back welcome back. Hands up if you need me. You know how this goes. Hey, Jen.
Yeah, can I also here guess Ruth and Jams as the minions? Thank you.
Heard. Brendan.
Can I claim soldier with a yes?
I mean, whatever. Alexis.
Can I also hear Micah as demon, inspiration as minion, and milk as minion?
Heard. Okay.
I'll claim minion and guess Alexis is the damsel.
Heard.
I heard I was a minion. I just wanted to make sure, Alexis.
Yeah.
Right back.
I'll also hear guess milk is minion and Jen is minion.
Beautiful.
I did claim to be a minion. It's possible.
Jams, go ahead.
I would like to also hear guess Brendan and Dave as the minions, please.
Heard.
Thanks.
You were one off.
It's Dave.
Yeah, it's me, but
Forgot to include the demon. It's fine.
yeah, that's all. Milk, you got away with it.
There isn't one.
All right, who wants to die over the Vortox? Come on, somebody line up.
Any damsels want to step forward?
Yeah, let's
You
kill the
execute
damsel.
early?
Why would you want to kill a damsel? I don't understand.
So they can choose who gets the boon, obviously.
Yeah,
Malashan
that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Malashan.
Yeah, let's just get.
Malashan nominates Malashan.
Dave asked for damsels to step up, so this is me stepping up.
Okay, 6 votes starts now.
Sounds good to me.
I already spent my minion guess. Darn.
Yeah. Too bad. I just don't
6.
get a demon guess.
6 is enough. Anyone else?
Milk nominates Dave.
Milk why?
Just claimed to be the demon. Might be serious.
Dave?
I mean, no.
6 votes tie, 7 votes die. It's starting now.
Dave doesn't want to die. Clearly the demon.
Yeah.
Are we seriously doing this? This is like super meme.
Yeah, but I don't want it to tie at that point.
7 votes is enough.
Maybe my boon will be I come back to life.
Dave is on the block. Anyone else?
Oh, we can kill me. That was not.
Have to
that
pick a
was
living player,
Subscription
sadly.
rock'n'rolla.
So probably no resurrection boons.
Jen will nominate Ruth.
Jen nominates Ruth. Jen why?
Well, as the Elsa here, I obviously did not know that it wasn't a summoner game. Jams and Ruth are clearly the minions, and I just didn't know who the demon was.
Ruth?
Oh no, I've been rumbled.
What? So can Simbo's tie, Apos die starting now. Ruth has become an N64 controller reference? Is that a
no,
thing?
I've
Is there a
been
rumble
rumbled.
pack? I don't know.
Amazing.
I almost raised my hand, Sincerity. That could have been a tie.
I was on it.
Second call.
Well, sorry, Dave. That was not my intention.
Ending the day in 10.
Let's go.
9. 8.
Brendan nominates Milk.
Why?
In a world where my information is vortoxed, Milk could be a compelling candidate for evil.
Milk?
Yes, I claimed minion. You might recall.
7 votes ties, 8 votes die, starting now.
I mean, there's like a huge advantage to being dead on this script, right? So like, I'm kind of okay with it.
That's a good point.
If you wanna put 6 or 7 on me by the time it gets here, I'll vote. I'm not gonna tie it.
6 is not 7 nor 8. We are gonna go back down to 7.
So you say advantage. I say
imagine
responsibility.
If I was the Vortox.
5.
Imagine if I was the Vortox there and just tied it.
4. 3. 2. 1. Dave has been executed and dies. Go to bed. So, multiple fun things. Emma says, I may be taking a break. That doesn't mean the Vortoxing doesn't need to continue. I am a little mad that I was stuck with the Vortox script when Emma's done a break, and I just keep putting Vortox scripts on for some reason. I don't do it on purpose.
I can neither confirm nor deny when that was a bit in the back of my head, because much like Emma, I hate We Tie on Sundays, and so I looked at that Vortox that you wanted to remove and was like, no, I want that.
To be very clear, I don't, it's not that I want the We Tie on Sunday to be a bit, it just happened, and then I haven't said it in 6 months, but everyone keeps tying on Sundays. It's not my fault. Anyways, what are we doing here? All right, we're playing Clocktower. I love it so much. We're gonna go to the monk.
Yeah.
I am completely blameless in this meta. Micah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. I don't trust any of the claims that I got. I guess I'll protect inspo.
Okay, goodbye. The We Tie on Sundays reminds me a lot of Kill All Saints, which I was a very early proponent of and helped publicizing. And then about 6 months in, fucking started despising because everyone was just killing Saints for no reason. I'm like, no, don't kill all Saints, you weirdos.
I think that's fair. Right, let's get Malachon and get some Serene.
Yeah, how dare you keep me on track? Hello.
Hello.
Do your thing.
I will pick myself as the mutant.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Just Malachon doing Malachon things. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I mean, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Murder.
Do I just kill both minions and hope the boon is really good to make up for it?
It's a valid strategy.
You know what? Yeah, let's kill Brendan. Let's figure out what is Brendan.
Okay.
It's gonna go so bad.
I genuinely, with this setup, I don't think this is a bad call.
I don't either, especially because Brendan's claiming to be the Shugenja currently.
I didn't.
Kill.
It's going to be interesting whether Brendan keeps claiming Shugenja, it being Brendan, but you know.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's go to Ruth, I guess. What did the thing happen?
Yeah, Brendan nominated, so it's
Yeah.
a no.
Cool. Hello? No.
That's nice. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
It's one of the rare situations where you can pull someone into a chat and just go no to their face, and they're like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, thank you. That's great information. Thank you so much. I love hosting Clocktower weekly because I get to say things I never get to say in my real life, and people are just like, "Oh, that's Avery. That's fun."
Yeah.
There's not much
so
I
I think
wouldn't say.
I think Oracle Zero is fun here.
Yep, I'm bringing in the Oracle right now. Hello.
Yep.
Oracle Zero.
Okay.
Okay, bye. I think Oracle Zero is really fun here. I also think only giving a 1 like the day before the the day before or like the day of the Council of the Dead is really fun here.
Yeah, I think that's true. I love the fact that Alexis has immediately rendered moot my primary intention of making the Oracle drunk, but I think we can still shenanigan it a bit.
Yeah. We can have funs and goofies. The monk hit, the recluse inspiration follows. Well, we have nothing else to do. Do you have any thoughts? What would you give a general here, Ed?
I think it very much depends on the next execution is kind of critical, because it's like if they execute Mal, it's going to change the game quite significantly in terms of like Alexis has to start killing good players or can choose to sink, to not kill any good players in order to keep the boon. But they'd probably be able to read into that a little bit. But I suppose there is a monk out there that could be contributing to that. I almost asked Micah. I genuinely considered asking Micah, "Hey, do you want to protect people right now? Like, do you want to succeed?" Because it's an interesting question as the monk in this. I also almost want to fail because I want the good players to die, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially because like the boon can be like it's not going to be game changing, but it could really swing one way or another. And Alexis is taking a punt right now with the whole kill your minion strategy, and if she gets away with it, we kind of have to give her a good boon, because like if she can make it so only evil are dead, or it's 2 evil and 1 good, and they give it to to Alexis, that's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. And like a Vortoxed boon, like just this could be very powerful for the evil team. But Alexis still has to survive like 3 more executions after that.
That's true.
There's a balance here.
We'll see. Let's go back. Good morning. Last night, Brendan joined the council. 5 minutes.
Hooray, Brendan!
Not summoner. Good to know.
Yeah, there's nothing that can do that in Summoner, right? Yeah, there's nothing that kills.
I mean, maybe you still are. I don't know.
Probably not. What are you? Are you something good?
I'm the mayor.
The mayor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you were lying to me about being the mayor, which I think is probably the case, what would you be?
Probably the fisherman.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the something. Doesn't really matter. Oh, mutant. Right. Sorry.
Mutant is... Oh, it is on the script. Huh.
It is
good.
I feel like Brendan's an odd kill there.
Yep. He was Shigenja clockwise, is what he told me.
Yeah. So I'm trying not to like immediately go off the rails, but like I'm a little bit wondering if the girl killed minion and I'm now poisoned through sin. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or if that was a mere bounce, I guess.
Yeah. The mayor I have is dead, so you can figure out who that claim was.
Oh, I have a different mayor.
Okay.
Who is not
interesting.
Dead. Have you heard any info that points for or against Vortox?
No. The only information I got at all yesterday was Milk implying he was either an outsider or the librarian, and was very unwilling to give me anything more tangible than that. So.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well,
So let's, yeah, Fishior doesn't phonetically work well, but we'll go
Doesn't
with
roll off the tongue.
it. Cool. I actually am the Elsa here, or the action.
Versus what information there is, but
Wallaby, for your information.
cool. That'll have an effect.
Yep, certainly. I hope so.
Yeah.
I will tell you I am the librarian, and I am keeping my pings quiet.
Cool. I've heard of another librarian, but I'm not too worried about it.
I
I think
wouldn't
the
worry
other
about
one.
that.
I have a feeling the other one is a mutant specifically, because they were sort of going around asking people if they were mutants, and I was like, that feels like something a mutant would do. So I've got them marked as a mutant mental. I was gonna say in my grim, but I don't use the grim to take notes. So it's just like mentally in my head, I'm like, that person I think is a mutant. So I'm willing to trust that you're a librarian. What did you see?
For or against Vortox?
Not necessarily. My Shugenja 4 pieces of info that I've gotten so far are vague enough to be either way.
Okay. Well, in a Vortox world, you might be a minion, and in a non-Vortox world, you aren't. So, congratulations.
Ooh, fun. I did nominate. Yeah, well, if it's in a town crier situation, I guess it really doesn't say very much.
You did nominate at the point when I get suspicious of people being minions hopping into.
Oh, I 100% thought that maybe there was some minion panic for Dave, but I wanted to do a bit, so yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't even vote on you. I was just seeing how far.
Yeah.
So cool. Alrighty.
Cool.
So we have a recluse claim now, a mutant claim.
Yeah.
Not gonna narc on them, Avery. Sorry.
I mean, Avery was in the chat when they claimed mutant. So.
Oh well, then never mind.
Yeah.
I not in our chat. Anyway,
In my
and
chat.
who knows if there is a damsel or not? So.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
See you later.
Seen your claim at all?
Me? What did I claim to you?
Something. Mid script.
Oh yeah, I'm not that. Yeah.
Okay, it's steampunk's around. All right, see it.
All right, bye.
What does steampunks
Baron.
around mean? Oh,
Baron. Means there's a Baron around.
okay.
I'm the mayor. What are you?
Oh, that's a double claim, Ruth.
That's on purpose.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that's a double claim, but I'm sure that's fine. I'm the librarian. I hear that's also a double claim. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure that's fine.
Everything's
Cool.
fine here. Nothing to see here. Move right along.
I have my hookah. You have your books. Some other people might also have hookahs and books, and that's okay because people are
Sounds
allowed
like
to
a
have
good
more
party
than
to
the
me.
same thing. Yeah, honestly, it does.
I love a good hookah. Hello, welcome back to town. I love you. Hands up if you need me. Alexis.
I will guess Ryback as demon and Jen and Ruth as minions.
Okay.
Is that an Alsahir guess or just a generic guess?
Elsa here.
Ryback.
Like
I
I
have a
can
hookah in my hand.
Ryback will guess Micah is demon, inspiration follows, and Jen is minions.
Heard? Jen?
Jen will claim Alsahir and guess Milk and Ryback as minions, and that's it.
Heard?
I really love when people say my name. I don't know why.
It must be a demon.
Well, Jess, it's because I have a lot
So
of
if you're
love
not
in my
here
heart.
guessing just minions.
I love a lot of people.
I don't think Jen's the Alsahir.
I mean, yeah.
Gems.
I'll Alsahir guess. I'll guess. Let's see. Let's go Brendan and Inspiration Follows as minions and Ryback as the demon.
Heard. Noms can be open, but I do encourage talking. Talking's fun.
I'm quite happy to join the Council of the Dead if that's a path that we'd like to take. Otherwise, we can try to kill evil players. I'm not sure what the strategy is with regard to the the special rule, whether we should try to keep, mostly good players in the dead pool, or whether we should try to mix up and, it's okay to get an evil in there. Unclear. Obviously, evil might have reasons, vigor and imp to put evils in that pool as well. So
I'm not disinterested in killing you either, Milk, considering you did in fact make a damsel pass.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I did. If you listen to the podcast, Emma and I talked about how it can be beneficial for good players who are aware that there's a damsel in the game. A huntsman, for example, to make a damsel guess to make it safer for damsels to approach.
Yep, and if you did that, then you've probably done your thing already.
It's possible, and you could certainly kill me for it. But again, I'm happy to be in the Council of the Dead. I'm going to try to convince them to pick a specific person.
Milk is in a unique position to try and convince us both.
Are nominations open?
Yeah, they're next to me.
Malachon will nominate Milk.
Tell me why.
So, I told people this today. I was so mad as the damsel yesterday and actually the mutant, so I'm going to blow up at some point. So why don't we put Milk on the block and see if I blow up the same?
Milk?
Council of the Dead. Council of the Dead. Let's go, team. Council of the Dead.
Takes 5 votes, starting now.
It's very catchy.
This was not the person that openly claimed mutant to me.
Very special voting. I enjoy it.
All right.
Never mind.
That is enough. Milk is on the block. Anyone else?
It was unnecessary. Someone else might want to kill someone that's not me.
It was still
if they wanted to
symmetrical.
kill an evil player for a minute.
Yeah, Jen will nominate Jen.
Tell me why.
It's been told to me that Jen nominating Jen means that I'm evil. I'm good, so I have to do it when I'm good sometimes.
5 votes tie, 6 votes die.
I will always vote on this.
This is a very overlapping set of town crier information.
All right. That's not enough.
Sincerity nominates Ruth.
Tell me why.
Apparently, there's a town crier claim somewhere. I don't know. Micah said a thing. And Shugenja information lends itself towards likely me or Ruth. And I don't want to kill me. And I felt like Ruth would feel best if it came from me.
Ruth, how do you feel?
I do love to be nominated by Sincerity. And I do, medium, also want to kill Sincerity about the Shugenja info.
Okay. 5 votes tie, 6 votes die, starting now.
I have heard of another Shugenja. I'm not sure how seriously to take it, though.
Anybody have a read on Vortox or not?
Yeah, that's
I will
an open
ask
question.
in the night.
Demon, come after me. I'm the savant. My day 1 info is either Chef would get a 1, or there are no outsiders neighboring one another, or and then day 2, I would get an empath 0, or the drunk saw a first night info roll. Eat your heart out.
Okay. I will say 10 seconds. 9.
Can you say that second part again, Jen?
7.
Yep.
6,
If I would get an empath
5,
0, or the drunk saw a
4,
first night info roll.
3,
Librarian Shugenja.
2,
Oh.
1. Milk has been executed and dies. Go to bed. Absolutely brilliant Savant information. Genuinely so good.
I enjoyed that. Like, when you told me that Brendan was claiming Shugenja, I was like, great. Having that.
I agree with Ember that it's very strong if they solve for Vortox, but Jesus, is that good?
Yeah. It's risky because the demon is sitting next to that Empath 0, but later, Milk is going to come out, have all their information out, especially if Malachon and Jams are both dead, and they're going to be like, well, Milk's information is straight bad. And so it's going to make it look like the drunk is sat there. It depends whether they think it's a Vortox for other reasons.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start our beautiful night 3. We're 1 night away from the council. Let's go talk to Micah. Bringing in a Micah. Hi, Micah.
Hi.
Can you monk?
I have utterly failed to find anyone that I think is tremendously worth protecting. So I guess
I was going to ask you the question, Micah. like, do you want to save people right now? Given the Council of the Dead, are you hoping to save, or are you hoping to not save right now?
I think I'd rather save people, because, like, as long as we have majority good players who can, like, come to some kind of a consensus, I think still keeping people alive is good. And also, if I could find some ongoing info, I could solve Vortox things. I haven't heard of any of that. I haven't heard of a fortune teller or a town crier or an oracle that I could pest Vortox things with. I would love to do that if I could, regardless of whether I save them from a demon kill. I'm just gonna leave it on inspo, lacking anything better.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what's your feelings about that?
I mean, that's exactly the angle I'd be going down. I'd be hunting for... I don't know why you wouldn't protect Jen here. Like, Jen... It is very in character for Jen to out a savant being like, you know what, my information is more useful out there, and it might prove Vortox either way. I'd hit Jen and see if Jen's info tomorrow is looks more reliable. But I can totally hear... I think Inspo has been claiming Town Crier.
Yeah.
So, you know...
Well, let's go to Mal and see what Mal's plan is here.
Themselves, again, probably.
Hello, Mal.
Hello.
What you gonna do?
It's gonna be myself.
So what's your theory behind that? Let us into the Malachon brain.
I just decided this game I was going to Thermad myself as different things all game to try and get people to trust me as good, and then at some point I know fortune teller's a bluff, so at some point I'm probably going to come out and say I've been Thermad all game, I'm the fortune teller, here's my information, and hopefully they believe me.
Okay. So what are you going to be mad
at?
at?
Today I'm going to be Thermad as the drunk.
Okay, bye!
Bye!
Gartek Thomas, the Council of the Dead is the specific homebrew rule for this script, because we are in the World Cup Garden of Djinn World Cup homebrew rule games. Basically, on night 4, we wake up all the dead. They will talk for 2 minutes and then privately vote for an alive player. If a player has the majority, they get a boon. If no player has a majority, we choose a player and give them a boon. Okay, let's go to Ruth and give a...
Oh, we've got Alexis first.
Oh,
Alexis
yes.
First.
Yes. I did forget.
Moida.
We do need to have a little bit of a kill. Kill for me, Alexis.
Hello.
Kill for me.
So glad Jen came out with that info, because otherwise I was probably going to kill Malachon, and that, as soon as they figured out that is a Vortox world, that makes me in trouble. Let's go right back.
Okay.
Thanks.
Boo! All our careful planning and specific drunkening for naught. How dare you?
It's not bad, to be fair. Like, at this point, the surviving info is a savant that's going to be questioned, a town crier that's getting false information, and, is going to think that their neighbour is probably it. And a monk trying to protect one of those two,
I do think an interesting... Obviously, this is my first time really seeing this rule in play. So something interesting for me, if I was playing as the demon here, you would have to question, like, you would want to kill confirmed players faster and stronger, because yes, they get to dictate who gets the boon, but giving a confirmed player a boon, or someone that all of town agrees is probably good, can be terrifying. So you're probably going to want to pick those off, and so there's only more nebulous people left alive.
Yeah, 100%. This is the risk of killing your evils, is that the odds of them picking an evil by mistake to give a boon to, if you're all evil alive, is actually quite high. But we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Let's go to Ruth and give Ruth a no, because Malachon did nominate, and we don't have to go to right back. Ember, I love you. This is perfect script. No notes. So little for us to do. No.
No? Why, thank you.
I love waking you up and just yelling no in your face. It's a big, big face.
I love it.
Okay,
And
bye.
you being pleased about it.
Okay, let's.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I was expecting Jem to die, so now I have to pay slightly more attention and think of some more savant information. But that's fine. I'll do that.
Well, what would you give a general now?
I genuinely think this is very even. I think the savant information is going to help them later if they can work out Vortox, just because that empath 0. But almost all the rest of the information is actually not useful.
Yeah.
Because of how the town crier information has gone with the nominations and various other things.
And with Malachon continuously being like Sarah mad, I don't know how you decide it is Vortox here. Like, I don't know how you spare that. Because if Malachon's Sarah mad, you can't like know for sure, you know?
Totally agree. It makes it interesting because that's the biggest bit of information. They can be like, this is Vortox, is that librarian? But one of them is clearly repeatedly serried. So who knows?
One more person has joined the council. Ryback, don your robes. 5 minutes.
The Triback reunited.
You get robes?
Veils?
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm fine. Convince me why I should grant you unlimited power, Ru.
I am neither the fisherman or the mayor. But
Okay.
Ruth is claiming one of those.
Well, I am the mayor.
Okay, cool. That's the one that she was claiming.
Okay. Then what are you actually?
I'm the recluse.
There's a lot of outsider claims I've heard.
Yeah. It could still be a big game if it's big, if it's barren, but
True.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Works for me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
To learn, you learn either the Alsa here has picked 2 evil players, or there are no dead evils.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like you're the drunk. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Sad that the one game when I make the right picks, I'm the drunk. But
Yeah, it also means we can't use you to figure out if it's Vortox or not or anything.
yeah, that's why I picked Ryback, because Ryback claimed something that would be really good to check. For
Oh yeah, that's good.
information.
It's a shame we lost that though. Those are all powerful ongoing info.
Yep.
I'm the librarian.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about what I saw because it was mutant or damsel.
Makes sense. Cool. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Damsels be doing that. Yeah.
The claim I got from Inspo, she also said was damsel cover.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm now dead because, getting Alsa guest, which I presume is an Alsa guest from Jams, probably was going to get executed today, which is fine.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Thank you.
Wise, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm saying if it's Vortox, it's Malachon. If it's not, then it's probably...
No, I think it's just Inspiration Follows, probably. It could be both.
Either...
Could be Inspo.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on, friend?
I'm just the librarian.
Ooh, fun. What are you confirming?
Well, it's not one of the ones that you confirm. It's a mutant or a damsel, so I'm not sharing.
Oh. Is it Malachon?
No.
Tell me why.
Just because that doesn't leave a lot of alive people to be minions, right?
Milk's theory is that the evil team is like Inspiration, Alexis, and I think Micah.
That's kind of in line with what I have as well, to be honest. Although then, I guess no, Brendan's info is just correct and it's pointing at Inspiration.
Yes.
I might guess Inspiration and Alexis as minions today and Micah as the demon.
But anyway. It's a whole complicated pile of shit.
Okay.
She's double claiming me as well.
Okay, yeah, you could. That's a good point. So if I'm
Yeah.
drunk, that doesn't make sense. So okay, Vendo's not that pass. It's fine. I am drunk though.
Accidental or otherwise.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's
that
very
world was funny, but
unfortunate.
it's not true.
I
It
wanna
was
hear
very
about
funny.
what you-
Which makes the second prong of Jen's info today kind of feel
Be Alexis in that if it's arbitrary between me and Malishon.
Could be Alexis, but Jen. One of Jen's piece of information is Empath 1. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Jen about it. But
Cool.
What is it
I'm
you
the
thought that
librarian.
Ruth was evil, or no? Because supposedly that's what
Um,
they're claiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not think.
It's for boons.
Oh, I don't know if I should be trusted with responsibility, but I'll give you information.
Okay, if you're willing.
Town Crier, no on Malishon, Milk, Jen, Brendan, and Sincerity.
Okay, so that's a combination of both your days.
I believe
day-
there's no outsiders neighboring one another.
Day 2, I would get an Empath 0, or the drunk saw a first night info roll.
The drunk saw a first night info roll because I'm probably the drunk.
And then day 3, either the Alsa here has picked 2 evil players on the same day, which with the clarification of it was.
Thank you, Rock and Rolla, for all the subs. Let's
I'm
go.
glad I don't have to help pick.
Welcome back, friends, foes, and otherwise. Talk amongst yourselves.
If I claim Tea Lady today, will it help us kill my neighbors?
I'd be happy to vote on any of Micah, Alexis, or Malshaw.
Alexis?
Could I also hear guess Inspiration follows as the demon and Ruth and Sincerity as minions?
Heard?
Oh, that's very good company.
Jam, sorry.
That's all good. I would like to also hear guess Inspiration follows as the demon and Micah and Alexis as the minions, please.
Thank you, potato friend.
I want no context.
It's like
It's for
4-year-old context at this point.
You go way back, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Yams are like this, don't you know? We twist up for real. Anyone else?
Just to reiterate for anybody who didn't hear, day 3's info was either the Alsa here has picked 2 evil players on the same day in their trio that they guessed, or there's no dead evils.
Okay.
I believe that second statement is probably true.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
so.
But then they're also more likely to give the boon to an evil player since we have to
With-
revive.
With the clarification
We are all just going to vote
on
same
the
person.
first statement that I
I don't know
got,
who
which
you're planning on voting for.
I can't get confirmed. I do believe that there was thought put into that first statement. So if it's not true, it was definitely thought out to make us think that there was something behind it.
I'm with it.
I'm gonna say nominations are open, but I do encourage talking.
I think they're all.
Oh no!
That works.
I agree with
Micah?
Micah?
Is everyone else cutting out when this happens, or is it just my connection that's
Just you.
great? I also think there are 2 Elsa here, so that statement gets more difficult to disentangle.
Well, I mean, I think there's only one Elsa here, to be honest.
Yes. It's too close.
I mean, clearly there's only one Elsa here, but which one?
Oh, I mean, James is the real one, probably.
Oh, okay.
All right. Noms are like super open, like super hardcore open.
I think that most of the dead people, if not all of them, are good. Is there anyone that you would like to see dead out of the living more than others?
Doesn't really matter. I think if we kill into Malshawn, Alexis, and Micah, we probably hit an evil.
I wouldn't mind killing Malishon. I don't know.
Jen will
Cool, I'll nominate Alexis. Jen, you can have it.
Yeah, I heard Jen first, but we'll come to Jams after. Jen nominates who?
Alexis.
Well, shit. Jen, tell me why.
The same thought, but also based on Malishon's willingness to die on day 1.
Alexis?
I am one of the Elsa here's. I am the actual Elsa here. Based on your one statement, I could probably actually do something with this roll for once. So please keep me alive for now.
It takes 4 votes starting now. 4 is exactly enough to put Alexis on the block. Anyone else?
I will nominate Sincerity.
Tell me why.
A town crier asked me to nominate. I don't necessarily think Sincerity is evil, but there's Shugenja information pointing in her direction.
Sincerity?
Do it. You won't.
4 tie, 5 die.
You're probably right, to be honest.
I won't. My big concern here is a mez.
Not
It's
enough.
relatively likely.
Shall
Although,
I-
in fact,
Sorry, go on, Micah.
almost guaranteed.
Sincerity nominates inspiration.
Sincerity nominates inspiration. Sincerity, why?
I don't want to kill Alexis.
Inspiration?
I'm fine to die if we want to, but I'm fine killing Alexis.
Okay, 4 tie, 5 die. Not enough. Second call.
Melishon will nominate Micah.
Tell me why.
This is probably the time it finally happens. I've been so bad all game. I'm the fortune teller. I have a no on Alexis and a yes on Micah. So I'd like to kill Micah.
Micah, why not?
Fair enough. As far as I know, we haven't really solved Vortox or not, so shrug.
4 votes die, 5 votes die, starting now. Okay. Micah is not on the block. Malishon has been executed and dies. Go to bed. Hello.
Had to be done.
Yeah, it had to be done. Every storyteller has their own preferred manner of when to proc that. Some wait until the end, some do it immediately. I never can find a really good rhythm, but it had to be done.
Yeah.
So now we can do the fun thing, chat. It's at the beginning of night, right? Very first thing?
Yes, start night 4, yeah.
Yep, start night 4. So we are going to call in every dead player. That means Brendan, Milk, Malishon, Dave, and Ryback into a little council of 5. Let's bring them in.
I'm going to start with Ryback and then go to Mal if you want to do breaded
Yep.
milk.
Yep. Hold, please.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Council of the Dead. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Please talk amongst yourselves.
I trust Dave and Brendan, so whatever you two want to do is fine by me.
I think Jen is probably fine to give the boon to. Jen's savant information makes a lot of sense. I think it's coherent. I think it tracks as savant information truthfully on all the statements. The most recent one was a little tricky to do. I'm the librarian. I was shown Malishon and Jams as the damsel. Neither of Malishon and Jams are the damsel. Jams is the Alsahir and Malishon is the fortune teller. So what that means is I'm probably the drunk in Jen's statement that says that a starts knowing information roll is drunk. And if that statement is true, then that means there's probably true savant information all the way down the road.
Were you in a roll swap with Micah?
No, I'm not in a roll swap with anyone.
Micah's also claiming librarian.
So evil. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But I think Jen's probably the person who has the best information that makes the most sense. I don't want to give it to Sincerity. Alexis was just lifted. I certainly don't want to give it to Alexis. I'm suspicious of Micah even more because of the double claim. So I think Jen is it's Jen, Jams, or Inspiration. If we want to believe that Inspiration is good, I'm okay with that. But I think the Shugenja information kind of points in that direction.
Jams
so
is just
be happy
recluse,
to
so I don't know if
Jen.
the boon would be ability related or if just like because
Yeah,
to the player.
It could get inspiration. Inspiration.
That's what I said.
Inspiration to me. Yeah. I think Jen's just out. I think Jen's the cleanest person to give the ability to.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good.
I'm kind of leaning almost Jams just because they're in the double claim with someone who is almost certainly evil.
Yeah, I mean, I would be happy to give it to Jams in my info, and Jams did point out how Jen's information proves that I'm the drunk. But I just think Jen's info is so clean, like it really doesn't feel made up. You'd have to know the Grim, I think. But that's me, so.
I'm
we
fine
should
with
just
it.
decide what we're all going to do. So if we're all going to go on Jen, it's Jen. If we're all going to go on Jams, it's Jams. We just need to decide.
Jen's fine by me.
Fine by me. If we have a
Okay.
Mez in the game, it's probably Sin and
9,
Ruth together now.
8,
If there's a Mez and Jen's Mez turn,
7,
bad luck.
6,
Jen's
5,
fine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Can I have everybody besides Ryback please leave? I will call you in 101, one by one. Hello, Ryback.
And please.
Jen? Okay, thank you. Do you mind calling in Malishon?
Hello.
Please pick a player. A live player, specifically.
I'll pick Jen.
Okay. Dave? Please pick a player.
I'm voting Jams.
Okay. Milk? Please pick a player.
Hello. I would like to pick Jen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Finally, Brandon.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, I'm voting on Alexis, obviously.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we do have a majority, unfortunately.
Got it. Malashon could have called Alexis, and we get to choose, and we would obviously give it to Alexis to boost.
We would have given a mediocre boon to Alexis, because I don't feel like, but we would have given a boon to Alexis regardless, but now we have to give one to Jen. Because it's 3-1-1 and we have a majority.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure they need a boon here. They're just going to execute Alexis tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what? I think this is balanced. At least it makes them throw a lot of doubt on what they currently think is true.
Mm-hmm.
I think we tell Jen, this is not in your Savant information. This is just a statement. It is a Vortox game. Because they are genuinely building worlds as though it's true-false. Milk is clearly sold on that.
Yeah.
And I think it at least becomes a little bit more interesting if we just turn around to Jen and go, no, I'm going to... Firstly, I'm going to tell you it's a Vortox game, and secondly, I'm going to give you your Savant information.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I was in my head trying to figure out, because you're right, they don't need a boon, so I was having a real tough time trying to figure out. I like the idea of a huntsman ability or something like that. I almost was going to give them the Slayer ability, suggest that, because at this point, might as well get it done quickly. But I like your idea. I think I agree with someone in chat who said, when you give them their information, you should say your Vortox information is, and that's the boon, is them getting that hint. If they don't pick up on it, that's their fault.
I mean, the question is, do I say your Vortox information is, or do I say your information, which I'm denying the Vortox access to, and then give them a truthful statement for it to feel stronger? But I think just telling them that the information's Vortox is probably pretty damn powerful.
And everyone and their mother wants to vote on Alexis. Obviously, that can flip on a dime, but I think just telling them your information is Vortoxed, here it is anyways, is the boon, honestly.
It does still a little bit point at Alexis, but it's still a boon for the good team. Sorry, I'm answering a question from chat.
Yeah, no, and Emma says right, evil can win here. I think sincerity is their out, but when we're coming up with a boon here, right, I don't know what else we can do to help. The good team doesn't need the help. Evil can win, but the good team doesn't need the help.
Yeah, I mean, it's also worth noting, we should maybe run the rest of tonight.
Yes, I agree. I just read the comment, see who Alexis kills. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Alexis then. Or go to Micah first.
Yeah.
This is a fun game. Hello?
Hi. It's so rude of you to explode Malishon when I was going to protect her. Appropriate storytelling, but gosh, so rude.
Please pick a player.
I'm going to pick Sincerity, thank you.
Okay. That's fun. Let's go talk to Alexis. Hello.
Oh boy. At least you got to do the Djinn.
Listen, if you died there, we weren't rocking a second one because we were too far in. So yeah, at least we got the Djinn.
At least you got the Djinn in. Awesome. Let us kill Micah, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is the really awkward problem for Alexis there, is Micah is town's main evil candidate apart from Alexis, but also Micah could be protecting any of the other good people, so, you know.
Yeah, I think as a demon, I might shoot at Ruth, who is seemingly like not giving information, so we don't know what they really are, but also isn't being looked at as evil. But I think Alexis was in a no-win situation there. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just trying to... Yeah, you go ahead and grab Ruth. I'm just trying to work out if there's a better boon here.
Yeah, I don't see one, but you're smarter than me, so let me go get Ruth. Hello. You get... No.
Great. Thank you, Avery.
Okay, bye.
Great.
I don't know if it's super strong for the good team.
Yeah, I mean, the response saying don't make it offhand is fair.
Sure.
I'm going to make that very clear to Jen. But it's whether that is the most useful... Like, Jen is the person who's supposed to get the boon here.
Specifically.
Yeah, so, like, there's very little we can do otherwise with Jen's information. We can give Jen other things, like you mentioned, other abilities, but that probably isn't hugely fun for Jen.
Yeah.
Like, because most of the time it's just going to confirm things Jen's getting, and Jen's already getting a wealth of information. So, meh. I mean, there is a funny option where we can tell Jen, in addition to your savant ability, you also have the alchemist psychopath ability. Because with the new alchemist, if they try to kill Alexis, we can be like, choose again. Which is like there is a little bit there, but I don't think that's that's.
Yeah,
great.
and that like I like that. That's really fun, but also that just gets them to kill Alexis by vote, and then we're back to the will evil pick the damsel. Like, I think...
Yeah, we're straight back to the same place.
From my perspective, not listening to chat, I love you, chat, but just from my storyteller brain, you can think I'm a good storyteller or not, I think it's either your idea or it's the huntsman ability. Because I think those two abilities are the most neutral as we can get, boon specifically to Jen, and helps a good team in the best ways. I don't know what else we can do here for Jen specifically.
Yeah, I think the thing about the huntsman ability is it probably is... Well, I mean, Jen doesn't necessarily know who the damsel is, but has got, like, one of two, I think, as a choice.
Yeah.
And if they hit the damsel, then the evil team is just dead. But they're just dead anyway, so, you know, there's an argument.
Yeah. Kizzle said you can also just tell Jen who the outsiders are, which does help good, but it gives Alexis a bit of cover from the double claim. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think I'm still just coming back to the telling them about the Vortox thing and just making it really clear. Like, hey, you can repass your information because the Empath 0 is still in there.
Yep.
And, like, if they trust Mal, then they still have to think it's Alexis.
Well,
and so it's still pretty powerful.
Well, I think what is really powerful is that... And why I think this is really balanced is Alexis didn't nominate yesterday. Jen, Jam, Sincerity, and Malachon did. If we tell Jen's a Vortox game, then Roof's information gets put to test. So it kind of pushes to... It's not 2, it could be a 1. What if Malachon's the evil one there?
Yeah,
I think we have to tell Jen it's a Vortox game. That's what I personally think is the most fun doing.
I think I'm sticking with that, and we'll just see what the response is. And hey, like, the players can talk about it afterwards, and we'll see what they thought.
Hello. Micah is dead. 4 minutes.
Aww.
Who got the boon, you gonna say?
I don't.
Would you
think
know?
I would-
Hey Jen, how's it going?
It's going.
That level of optimism is what we all wait for, Jen.
it's so much fun being the savant when and being alive this far when you know you're going to get framed. I think I have
Okay,
enough trust.
that's
Though.
fair.
We'll see how this goes.
All right, I'm going to tell you. Your information is vortoxed. That is not part of your statements. That's just a statement I'm telling you. And now I'm going to give you your savant information.
Okay.
So your savant information is you did not get the boon. And that doesn't work. The thing I just was about to tell you doesn't work. One moment.
Mm-hmm. To clarify,
yes,
the thing before the statement.
Yep.
All of my info is vortoxed, or did you just say? Or are you just saying this info is vortoxed? I'm pretty
I'm
sure
saying
there's
all
no...
of your yeah, all of your information has been vortoxed. The only way for a demon to change in the script is the summoner, and yeah.
Pretty sure that's mechanically the only thing that could be, but I just wanted to make sure.
And I'm changing that piece of information. That's fine. Okay, yeah, the second one is going to be Jams is the Alzahir.
Then that's going to be pretty.
That's a good reason to hide it, for sure. Yeah, I see no reason to tell people anything except that we had a conversation and resolved it.
And I think, but I do think like Jen having one of Jen's pieces of information being that I am the drunk, or that he starts knowing role is the drunk, and me having two people who are just absolutely not the thing I saw. I think that confirms that Jen at least has a true piece of information, which means it's not.
Yeah, you're right. That does sound like it came from the storyteller, whether it's vortoxed or not. It sounds
you or maybe Jams is the other good, and the other kind of ones are fine. I'm just kind of sitting here, kind of vibing, but I'll let you get around.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Yes, it's great. So my savant info for today is I did not get the boon, or Jams is the Alzahir.
So either the minions are 3 of Alexis, Micah, and two of the 3 Alexis, Micah, Inspiration. I guess, or Ryback, but then my information has been messed up. But we think we have the drunk pinpointed, so yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Can you tell me your yeses?
My only well, no, so 2 yes. Yes on Dave and Brendan. I think Dave was the red herring.
Sure.
And then...
Okay, that's cool. I'm the recluse, so at least I can die without messing up your info. Good to know.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Interesting.
I guess it would make sense. I dominated and said I had a yes on Z, so
I kind of want to kill Alexis, but
Welcome back. So happy that you're here. Noms are open, but again, if you need me, hands up. And also, talking's fun. Jen.
Yeah. So I went for my day 4 savant info. I'm gonna say my info first, and I'm gonna say something that happened before that after, because I think it's funnier that way than it is the first way. So my savant info is I did not get the boon, or Jams is the Alzahir.
Incredible.
Before I got that info, I was told my info is vortoxed. I wonder why I was told that. I'm pretty sure I could guess. I think I got the boon, and it was not in relation to my savant info, I was told. So
that would mean Jams is not the Alzahir, right?
I'm not. I'm the librarian confirming somebody, but they're
That's
dead.
a triple
I just
claim. Let's get that out of here.
That's a roll swap. That's an actual roll swap.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
was
an
going to say
actual
that
roll swap
that
from day
makes a
one.
third- that makes
I
a
spoke to
third
my person
librarian.
and confirmed them first. I'm not worried about the other person.
I'm gonna pop in and say Ruth.
Oh, I just wanted to say town crier info at people. I have all no's, which I like better in a Vortox world. There are no's on Malshon, Milk, Jen, Brendan, Sincerity, and Jams. I could go over the days more.
It just occurred to me too. Ryback and Oracle 0, did you not?
I did.
Okay.
Which makes
Should point at
Brendan's
Dave or
info
Brendan.
work a lot
Well,
more.
also my Oracle, my quote-unquote Oracle statement was also a 0, which would also back up Ryback's
Forgot you had one
Oracle.
too.
Yep.
Okay.
And then an empath couldn't have been a 0 for me, so either Malishon or Alexis. Sorry, my TV. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, not a chef 1.
What was the second statement you got today?
Jams is the Alsa here.
Okay.
Once again, noms are open.
So who do you think's
should
evil
still
in
get
my?
Alexis today.
If you're saying it's a Vortox game, then one of Dave and Brendan is evil, right? Because Ryback's info has to do that.
Yeah, I think that
Ryback.
tracks.
Yeah, probably Dave.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Or it's probably Dave because Brendan died in the night, right?
But if I died in the night, then you could easily say that I was killed to be put on the council.
Vigor kill.
Yeah.
Impasse.
No, can't be a vigor kill because it's Vortox.
Oh, right. Can't be a vigor kill or an impasse. So just Vortox killed to be on the council?
Yeah, would have to be killed as either.
So either Dave's evil or I was deliberately killed to be put on the council. Which
Yes.
either which is
No,
possible.
one of you could be Mez turned. That's also possible.
True.
Yes.
Jen, really quick. Your Elsie here based one was guess 2 evil players on the same day, correct?
Yeah, of the 3 that
That's
they
false.
guessed, yes, 2 of them were evil.
Second call for nominations.
In a Vortox world, one of Malishon and Jen has to be a minion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Based
Malishon
on-
in this world.
Oh, based on your town crier info, yeah.
Alexis?
Could I Elsie here guess? Ruth as demon and sincerity and inspiration as minions? Shit. Hang on. Brendan and damn it. Never mind.
Anyone else?
We have an evil type between
What
Dave
was
and
the
Brendan and
Vortox
idiot.
information about the drunk?
I don't think you're an idiot.
I'm sorry,
Alexis. I think it could still be a
the
Mez.
the savant information about the drunk.
It was that they are a first night info roll, which
Okay,
means
so-
that they can't be the first night info roll.
So Jams and I cannot be.
Wait
So-
a second.
The Shugenja info would be correct, and the librarian info would be correct.
But it's
Or
Vortox.
Vortoxed.
Can I ask a storyteller question?
Oh
about
yeah,
the
sorry.
boon?
Yeah, go ahead. What's up, Jams?
So if you were about to tell, let's say, a savant 2 false statements, but that savant was drunk, could you still tell them that it was a Vortox game? Or like their information was Vortoxed, or would you only use the specific wording, this information is Vortoxed, if it was exactly a Vortox game?
Ed is our resident savant this game, so I'll let Ed answer that question.
I could, in theory, tell a capital D drunk savant that their information was Vortoxed. I think it's a dick move along the lines of regularly using the recluse like hard into the savant information. It's something that I would do incredibly rarely.
It feels like the boon. I mean, we voted for Jen to get the boon. He was told that his information is Vortoxed, so that means I would believe that.
Yeah.
I think I'm
It's
sort
even
of
double
happy.
dick. We give the boon to someone and they just lie to the player with the boon.
All right, I'm going to very gently nudge and say 50 seconds until the day ends.
I'm gonna nominate Alexis.
Tell me why.
I don't love the Sarah Novus death from yesterday saving Alexis. I kept up my double claim in part because I had a not good social read. It can be wrong. There's not a lot of info, it seems. I'm also suspicious of Ruth, but in particular, yesterday looking at the votes, it did kind of feel like Malishon and Ruth in particular were voting like minion panic a bit to save Alexis. So I'd like to not have Alexis in final 3.
Alexis?
That's totally fair. We do have a shot of winning if we do keep me around, but I understand.
Well, I just died, but I'm assuming Alexis is done with her defense. So I'm going to say 3 votes. Sorry, chat. The internet, the app can be a little bit finicky sometimes. That is 3, which means Alexis is on the block.
Where's the outsider that you saw, James?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It's Milk.
That's what I had down, I guess.
I was seen as not an outsider that I am.
Okay, that
You
makes
were
more
seen
sense.
as a different outsider than you are.
I saw Damsel. I think Milk is maybe just the mutant. That would work.
All right, ending the day in 10.
Can Brendan claim Minion and pick Sincerity as the damsel, please?
Yes, you can, and the game is over.
I knew my memes would come back to haunt me.
Wow. Yeah, that was a fun ending. With the way Avery runs Madness, Jam's like borderline. I wasn't going to break it regardless, but Jams did kind of borderline break, in my opinion. I wasn't going to break it, but Jam's the mutant, saying that she was the librarian who saw Milk as probably the mutant. A little bit. But Brendan is the Baron who did guess Sincerity the damsel. This was a really fun game. To be honest, the Storytell, I hope you guys had fun. Let's talk about the council. The council voted Ryback, you're drunk, Oracle, who got a 0, which technically was Vortog's information, but was drunk, voted for Jen. Malishon, your Sarah Novus, voted for Jen. Dave, your mayor, voted for Jams. Milk, your librarian, voted for Jen, and Brendan, your Baron, voted for Alexis, your Vortox, which I'm pretty sure most of you knew. Roof, your town crier, got no's the entire game. Inspiration, the Recluse, was the Recluse, and Micah was your monk who protected a bunch of people. And now let's talk about Jen. Jen received your boon, and myself and Ed had a really tough time giving Jen specifically a boon that was both balanced, gave good actual help, and also didn't immediately sink the evil team. We heard a bunch of players, mainly Milk, but a bunch of players debating whether or not it was a Vortox game. So after many reiterations, Ed, I think you can speak a little bit more on this. We went through so many different ideas and thought processes, but we ended up on the original idea that we had at the very beginning, which was telling Jen that it was a Vortox game. Jen, of course, was your savant. Ed, do you want to give a little bit of thought process into that, Boone? Because we both had thought it, but this was your idea originally.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is because you already had Alexis as the demon candidate. Like, you were almost certainly executing Alexis again. We couldn't afford to give a big boon because that to Jen makes it look like you're barking up the wrong fucking tree. And so we really needed to tell Jen something, or give Jen something that was going to help Jen without, like, being a big thing that makes you High Priestess go, or General go, we're losing, we've got to change what we're thinking. And actually, what it came down to was I'd already given Jen the Empath 0, and Malishon just exploded to save Alexis. So Jen's still going to correctly get that one of Jen's neighbors is evil, and why would Malishon blow to save Alexis unless Alexis was the evil one? I mean, the fact that Malishon was also evil is entirely due to choices of Malishon's own making, which were very funny. But I think it was the most balanced thing we could do. Also because I would say of the 2 minutes the council spoke, probably between a minute and a minute 15 were discussing the fact that they thought that Jen's information was correctly true-false in a non-Vortox world. And so it was like, well, you're building all of the wrong worlds, and you did, during the final day, you correctly called the world where Dave or Brendan is an evil and Malishon is the other evil, and then you're just looking for a demon. And so it got you to the right place. But we were a little worried that Jen was going to come out of it being like, because of the also here information, I hard trust Alexis.
Yeah, it was really... Go ahead, Milk. You go.
I was just going to say, the funny thing is, I mean, Jen was definitely just good, right? Like, for those of us like who were voting for him, Jen was definitely just good. And we were probably just killing Alexis the next day, regardless of whether it was Vortox or not Vortox or anything else. So so it's interesting, like, that you had to, like, fit in a boon, like, slide it into that world where it wasn't just like, kill Alexis tomorrow.
Hi, chat. There was no audio leakage. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't hear Ed and me try Ed being really nice to me? What are you talking about? We're here! Welcome to the World Cup Game 2, everybody. You just watched, hopefully, The Council of the Dead. Now we're going to be playing Philly Cheese, the Djinn's Bargain. This script is fun. Ed, would you like to tell them about the bootlegger rule?
Yeah, so this one seems simple but has so many connotations. That's what I took from this. So, the Djinn's Bargain, nominators may choose to die after making a nomination. If they do, their nominee's ability works twice until dusk tomorrow. So, a couple of things on this for specifics. If I choose to nominate Avery, I can say I nominate Avery. I need to immediately say of my own accord, I would like to make the Djinn's Bargain. I would like to die. Any phrasing along those lines that tells us that I'm doing that, I have to do that immediately. I don't get to wait and decide whether I want to do it. It is on nomination. I will then die immediately, and then we'll go through the normal nomination process. And from that moment onwards, Avery's ability works twice until dusk tomorrow. If Avery is a once per game and has already used it, Avery doesn't get a second use of it. If Avery is a start knowing, they don't get a second use of it. If Avery is a once per game that hasn't yet used it, they do get to use it twice. So there's an interesting balance here in terms of when you want to use. Is there anything else major on this one? I can't remember anything else off the fact, but I'm sure... I think Philly's also in chat, so we'll yell at us if we've forgotten something.
Philly, please yell. I think the interesting thing about this, like, the last game's rule had a very clear mechanic that changed how it played. This doesn't necessarily, right? Like, this could be a character's ability. Like, this could be a traveler. This could be a fate. This could be whatever it wants. The other one couldn't be, right? That changed how the game went. But what's interesting about this Djinn ability is it can be so powerful if the right people cotton on to how powerful it can be. If Town comes up with some fun ideas, this can run away the game. If Evil can catch up on some fun ideas, this could run away the game. And this script, the script itself, because this is the Djinn World Cup, but it's also the script World Cup, right? We're judging the scripts here too. This script is built to make both. It's like a tug of war. Either team can just fucking run away with it.
Yeah. Other things that, having just gone and quickly checked the fact that Philly's written for this, no one can use this on Final 3, so you can't get a minion and demon to Final 3 and just yeet yourself in order to end the game. Also, if a doubled ability is used independently. So, like, if you're the fortune teller, not that it's on... Oh, it is on the script, yeah. I was getting mixed up. If you're the fortune teller and you get doubled, you make 2 picks, get told information. You make 2 picks, get told information. You don't make 4 picks and then get told 2 pieces of information. They are independent uses of the ability. And that's where we're at. So, obviously, off the top, there's some really spicy stuff in here in terms of, you can double a Poe, meaning that they can charge and triple kill in the same night. Or triple kill and charge, respectively, depending which way around they are. There's a Pooker gets to make 2 choices and make someone poison to die and then poison a new one, which is really powerful because the Pooker is specifically until your next execution.
Philly Cheese does add...
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, just to prop it real quick. Philly Cheese does add, Witch Curse takes priority over a sacrifice. If you are Witch Curse, you cannot sacrifice yourself. Sorry, Ed, go ahead.
Yeah, that's also a great point. Note that, you have to nominate and then say that you're going to sacrifice. So if you're already dead from the witch, sucks to be you, you can no longer sacrifice.
We do have some questions if we want to make some rulings. I have opinions on these rulings, but I want to hear your opinions as well. A couple questions being, does execution nullify the 2 abilities, and does demon killing nullify the 2 abilities? Rules as written and Djinn as written, I would read yes. That if the person who gets 2 abilities is executed or killed, like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because you don't have any ability at all. So that's a genuine consideration for the demon. If someone sacrifices themselves on day one and gives someone 2 abilities, like, the demon's got a choice to make as to whether they kill the person they were going to kill otherwise or whether they want to get rid of this doubled ability, which is higher risk for them.
Another question in chat is, if a Poe charges and then gets that boon, do they kill twice? I would say no, but they can kill and then choose to Poe charge again because they get woken up and be told again to do it.
Yeah, it's functionally you're getting woken up twice to use your ability. So the Poe would, if they'd already charged, get doubled, they get to kill 3 and then charge as their 2 uses of their ability.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. We get to start with no Dashi. Marion, well, so it's Assassin, and then it is Goon, it is Barber, it is Alchemist, Fisherman, Innkeeper, Dreamer, Chef, Exorcist, Fortune Teller, Raven Keeper. And that doesn't count as any of our swaps, right? The added, or does it?
That would be one swap because we're putting something in for the marionette.
Okay, cool. So
the first 7.
Yep, yeah. I only put 7 in. We have to make a marionette or swap it. What do we want to do here? We have Alchemist, Fisherman, Innkeeper, Dreamer, Chef, Exorcist, Fortune Teller. I can already tell you that I want to make at least one swap, and I want the Alchemist out of here.
Yeah, I think this is quite strong town.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy to slightly weaken it. We have to remember there is no Dashi on here, so 2 of these most likely are getting poisoned.
I think I like the majority of this powerful town. I think I'm not going to make a decision. I'm going to ask you. I think my decision would be to add Witch in, and like remove Marionette, add Witch, and then remove Alchemist, add something else, something like an investigator or a raven keeper or something of that regard. I like the no Dashi with all this, like fortune teller, dreamer, chef, fisherman, innkeeper. Like this is very good with a no Dashi, personally.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I'd very happily take out an alchemist and give them one of the start knowings, one of our investigator, clockmaker. Probably clockmaker's fun here.
Okay.
Because I love Clockmaker in a no-dashi game because it gives you a clue as to how long the arms are.
Yes, agreed.
And I think that's a really useful thing. And yeah, I'm not against Marionette for Witch.
Okay, so that's our 2 current swaps. Do you have any opinions on the outsiders?
I think the outsiders are okay.
I wouldn't necessarily mind removing one of them for a drunk, but I'm not married to that idea.
I think with the no dashi, we got decent poison. Mm-hmm. Drunk does obviously help hide the no dashi, but they're going to be worried about Zaan as well. That's true. Another thing to factor in is I have to frequently remind people that the fear of Zaan is just as valid as actually having more poison in the actual game.
That's very true. Okay, do we want to make any more changes, or do we want to roll with this?
I think this is pretty solid. Like I said before the first game, if you use too many swaps, you're not actually randomizing the game. You're basically just building the bag you wanted with slight restrictions. So I like going with limited swaps here.
All right, well, let's pass these out then, because I think this is a decent bag. Okay, so right off the bat, we have a no-dashied fortune teller. That's fun. We have a no-dashied dreamer. That's less fun, because that makes it so hard for us.
Yeah, so a lot is going to depend on who Brendan picks night 1 here.
If they pick a good player, we're just probably showing the truth. Probably.
I think possibly on night 1. Like our best scenario here is let's just start crossing fingers now for Brendan to pick inspo, because that is just the best of all worlds.
Hello. Welcome. Hi. The game has started.
Hi.
Go to bed.
I have some more questions.
Yeah?
Does the note ask you poison 4 people if it's doubled?
I'm going to go talk to Ed now. I had to.
I love the fact that it didn't matter the words that came out of Emma's face. It was just going to be, we're leaving now.
Well, I love Emma. Emma's my favorite person in the world. Emma is like, if you're new here, we have so many people. We have double what we normally have on Sundays. So hi, if you're new here, I'm Avery. I am one of the 2 co-hosts. Emma is my other co-host. I work with her on a weekly basis. She's currently on a bit of a hiatus, but we still love Emma. I am a Clocktower player. Ed, did you know that I've been hosting this stream for 4 years now, like 3.5 years?
I did not. I didn't realize it had been that long.
December 2021 was my first Sunday stream.
Shit.
Like, as a host. I've been
amazing.
hosting this stream for 3.5 years. That's so many years of my life.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
I just vaguely wander in and out when I fucking feel like it. This is
yeah, Ed's great. Ed is one of the smartest Clocktower players I know. We love Ed. That's why Ed's here to help me run these World Cup games. Who is my third favorite person? My third favorite person is, as a collective, everyone in chat right now. Anyways, moving onwards, let's go talk to Ekin and Alexis. Well, because obviously my best friend Bunny and my partner Issa are number 1, and then Emma's number 2. Hi, Alexis.
Whoa.
This is your evil team. Say
Hello.
hi, evil team.
Wow.
Hi.
Your demon is Austin.
Of course.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, rip to everyone in chat, not in chat right now. They have to be at the very least my 4th favorite person.
Yeah. Sorry, I just pinged both of them. I much prefer doing that if there's not a reason not to.
No, I also do that. I also do that now. But thank you for helping me, because I was gonna do both of them at the same time. I love bringing 2 people in at the same time. It makes so much sense.
Cool. I'll pull Austin.
Yep, please do.
Hello.
Hello. You have an Ekin on your side.
Great.
And an Alexis on your side.
Great. Awesome.
And your
Thank you
bluffs
so much.
are Preacher, Investigator,
Okay.
which is a great name for a curious alligator, and Ravenkeeper.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Goodbye.
Surely that's a name for an alligator that plays the stock market.
big suited, I'm thinking Wolf on Wall Street alligator. Yeah, I love it. Okay, let's bring in Ekin. We have fun here on Sunday chat. We have fun here. Hi, Ekin. Do the witch
Hello. I'm gonna pick Jen because he always nominates himself, so he gets to die.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
He does.
I mean, it's a fair point.
Yeah. He does love doing that.
So, Mal for a 0.
Yep, Mal for ears.
Hello.
Micah's correct. Sunday stream, best stream. Malashan, nil point.
Alright, thank you.
Alrighty. You've put down a supposed red herring. Had Emma not been no dashie poisoned already? So yeah, let's just wake Emma up.
Yep. Hello.
Okay, before I make my fortune teller picks, I have a real important question.
Yeah, shoot.
Let's say a butcher travels in and nominates the Poe for the 2nd time that day.
Mhm.
Does the Poe get 4 choices that night or only 3?
I think if that were to happen, I would unplug my internet and throw it into the river and never be seen again.
Also, I would note that the Djinn's bargain specifies their ability works twice, not their ability works twice as often. So it's still a straight statement. It's making them work twice.
Yeah, but twice times twice is force.
Yes, but you're not. It doesn't say multiplied by twice. It says twice, Emma.
Emma, please pick
and you
2
know
players.
this.
Pick 2 players, Emma.
Alright, I'll pick Alana and Inspiration.
Alana and Inspiration. And I'm going to tell you yes.
Sweet. Okay, thank you.
So, the the goon can't turn tonight. You're already doing it. Thank you. Also,
I
kind
got
of
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yep. I gave a yes there because it literally didn't matter what I said. Because Emma was poisoned and goon trunked. So who gives a shit?
100% just didn't matter.
Did
Also, call out to Caffeine for the joke of the Stockadile, which is the other name for... just makes me so happy.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's bring in Clock.
Who's number 4? Clockmaker.
Yep. Can I just say that I am absolutely blessed that we get Alana for a second week in a row?
Let's go. I was non-consensually signed up for this, but here we are.
Well, sorry for your luck, I guess. You get a 3.
You're 3. Thanks, Avery. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Brendan on the way.
I love Alana so much.
Agreed.
Hello.
Cheers.
Pick a player.
Prost. Slancha.
Diboja. Anyways, pick a player.
Yes. Raj, please.
Raj. Okay, how I run Dreamer. In case people don't know, I'm gonna give you a good play character and then an evil character, and I'm gonna stall so you can't meta me. Don't you dare meta me. You said Raj?
I said Raj. I would like to learn about the moose, please.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you Barber and Marionette?
Currently metaing the shit out of you, but thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Amazing.
I didn't know whether to give the truth there. I don't think it necessarily really mattered.
Yeah, I think it's a fair one either way. Like, you can't just out no dashies immediately. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all? Is that all we have? That's all we have. Hello, and welcome to the shady back room. The spicy, foggy back room where you only go when chat tells you to ask Alana if she has a haircut. Where you only go if you want to do some probably illegal hookah with a man with a top bun and no other hair. Welcome to the bargaining room.
Anyways, I'm the balloonist. Please sacrifice.
That's a double claim.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
I'm not backing down from this, Austin. If you
Hello. Hey, on measure, I think I'm best off on this script in specific to ask for my fisherman advice right away and hope that it gives me a way to use the doubling effectively. I think double fisherman is exciting, but I think one fisherman advice and then getting to go spend myself using the ability is more where I want to be right now. So I'm gonna get my advice.
Okay.
If you need a little time, I'm fine to go have some chats and I can come back.
I am going to tell you
like, I'm happy to just alert you that I'm using my advice now, and if you want to sort it and come back. Because I do think, like, fisherman advice is one of those things that, like, because this is, like, a script test, like,
yeah,
it can be hard. So if you just want, like, I can come back at noms and get my fisherman advice. That'd be fine by me.
No, I think I gave you fisherman advice now.
Okay.
Your advice as your storyteller is your best sacrifice is to Dave.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll basically say. I mean, I'm the balloonist, obviously, as we
That's cool,
discussed.
because so am I.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Truthfully, though, I am in the middle 5, so I am a good candidate to be yeeted upon.
That.
Then what I'm looking at currently.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. I'm quite happy with what I'm looking at. If you're in a sacrificing mood, Dave might be a good shout.
Well, why? What's Dave?
No idea. Just throwing it out there.
Well, why would I sacrifice?
No, not what I'll hard claim if you hard claim. Yeah, sure. I am the fortune teller. That seems like a good one to do, right?
I'm the balloonist.
Yeah. Fortune teller is way more important than the balloonist, right?
It's so hard to say. You know, there's many different ways to approaching blood on the Clocktower. And some of us get our information through consecutive strings, and some of us like direct information.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'll wait for your review.
I mean, I've had it before, but it's a down east overboard, so it's 8%.
Okay. Okay, wait.
I'll tell you, I'm the balloonist. I saw milk, but if it's a Zon 1, then milk is not in this game.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
All right. Cheers.
Hello.
Is there a snitch?
No, I am the witch. Alexis is the assassin. What are you? What are the bluffs?
The Nodashi, investigator, preacher, Ravenkeeper. I'll probably take Ravenkeeper.
Investigator,
I know it's boring,
preacher, Ravenkeeper. Great. Alexis gave me Dreamer, Preacher, so I'll let her. I mean, as a 2, that we would coordinate. I'll let her have Preacher. I might pivot to Investigator later if you're going Ravenkeeper. But I'm probably gonna start with like Exorcist, Alchemist kind of stuff. I might do an Alchemist Witch bluff and just let people know when they're cursed.
Yeah. If one of you wants to take Ravenkeeper, if we want to go.
After top 4. Cool. That works for me. Someone gave me the next 5 after the top 4, so we'll go from there. Cool.
Bargain. All right, thank you.
See ya.
Is doubled.
Okay. So Alexis and I came up with like a coordination scheme. If we have to coordinate, we're gonna kill our closest living clockwise neighbor. So she's gonna kill her closest living clockwise neighbor. I'm gonna curse my closest living clockwise neighbor. So if you have to default to closest living clockwise neighbor.
That's fine. Alana gave. I mean, there's a world.
Or best person to die for today, or your best person to die for is Dave.
I mean, sure. If you trust your advice, go ahead and proc and see what happens.
Okay. I mean,
then
I
we'll
already
see
used
what
my
happens
advice.
tomorrow.
I'm happy to double you.
Sure.
All right.
Go
Good
for
luck.
it. Thank you.
Are you? I mean, okay.
Not that either of you should be the demon.
Yeah.
No. Inspiration, don't worry about it. I'm the goon. Emma's drunk. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine here. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
It
Yeah.
makes sense perfectly. Neither of you are the demon. We don't need to worry about this. I'm just the drunk.
Yeah.
And it's on one night.
Hey, Milk.
Oh, well, you have 0 seconds, but
Welcome back to town, one and all. If you have anything you need me for, please raise your hand. Otherwise, talk amongst yourselves, and noms will be open soon.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, everything's fine. I'm back.
I'm so sad. There's nothing I can claim obnoxiously.
You'll find a way.
We're getting like rolling
style.
connections.
Yeah, it's been rolling all night. We're just trying to get through.
Oh, we can roll.
All right, is everybody here?
I am now.
If you're not here, raise your hand.
All right.
Me
Keep
and Brendan were
talking.
simultaneous.
Alright, so I've heard of absolutely nothing even resembling actionable information so far. So.
Same.
Again, just to make sure that we're all clear, if somebody drew an Oho token, you need to make sure somebody sacks themselves to you, and you need to mispick both times.
Yeah. Or pick the goon.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
We put that evil on Aves and Ed. That's what we do.
We just kill down to final 3 and say fuck you. Anyways, noms are open.
Wait a minute, I've seen Ed do that.
Milk nominates Dave.
Tell me why, Milk.
And dies.
Okay. Please still tell me why, for the record.
I'm making up for the last game.
That makes
Dave?
sense. I'm not worth really dying for, so this is kind of pointless. Okay, we'll see what happens.
If we kill Dave, then it's super pointless.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, 6 votes starts now.
This really breaks one of my keywords, which had Milk as the Nodashi poisoning me through Brendan the Marionette and Austin design. So I'll have to.
So close. So close.
It was
All
a
right.
very strong world, and this is very good that we've, disproven it.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna nominate Jen.
Tell me why.
I think Jen. I'm getting evil vibes from Jen.
Jen? Shoot, Jen?
Raj, I'm getting real evil vibes from you. You didn't sacrifice yourself to me.
It takes 6 votes starting now.
That's true. If you were the Oho, I was supposed to do that, but
yeah,
here we are.
Are you a chef, investigator, clockmaker, or librarian, Raj? Because if you are, we're gonna expect you to die.
Jen is on the block.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Well, that seemed like a terrible, evil team.
Yeah, there was
voting on
only
Jen.
seven
Yeah,
people raising their hand for me.
You're probably good.
I will nominate Melishan, please.
Tell me why.
I am one of the top 4s. I'm choosing not to die because I would like to get Jen off of the block, and I think we need as many living votes as possible to do that.
Mal?
Yeah, I think Jen's probably good. I was one of the people who didn't vote on Jen. Tie if we want.
Okay. It takes 6 to tie, 7 to die.
Ooh, very symmetrical.
That's what we go for here.
6 is a tie.
Great job,
Anyone
team.
else?
Relish, I'll nominate Brendan.
Tell me why.
And die.
And die.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I just wanted to double someone.
Brendan?
I just want to be doubled.
6 tie, 7 die.
The
Not
Poe
too
would
bad
want
now,
to
we don't
be
need to
doubled.
execute. Yeah, we don't need to execute. We got 2 dead players, it's fine.
Anyone else?
We don't have
Final
done evil
call,
in
20 seconds.
Probably an evil in me and Malshan, right?
Probably.
Now both
It'd be
my
real fun if
marionettes are
it was.
dead.
It would be real fun if it was Puka
It'd be funny
and
if-
nobody dies.
It'd be funny if there was not if Milk and Malshan, one of them were evil, but both Dave and I are good.
It'd be funnier, I think, if both you and Dave are evil and both Milk and Melishan are good.
10,
Rip your
Yeah, that would all
Nodashi
be
poisoning,
We're
Dave.
getting so
9,
many assassin kills tonight.
8, 7,
One of us
6,
is the barber.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one dies. Go to bed. So catch up. Milk used their fisherman ability.
Okay.
And I told Milk, your best option to sacrifice to is Dave, which I believe. Because there is, I think, some benefits to both Dreamer and Fortune Teller, even though they're poisoned. But fundamentally, the only other person who it's good to, I mean, you can say Innkeeper, I guess, technically, but from my opinion, it's the Exorcist. The Exorcist has the most power, the most ability. And I think that will make Milk think about why I said Dave, the exorcist, when Dave outs, instead of the dreamer or the fortune teller or the innkeeper? What do you think about that?
I hear
Fisherman
that.
advice.
I think that's good logic. I like that line. Also, just Exorcist is blindingly powerful. So Austin's in a really difficult position here because he's got two doubles that he knows are good that he needs to choose whether to kill either of. So this is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexis can help, but they don't think they've coordinated. Ekin and Alexis coordinated, incidentally, in that if Alexis is picking in her nearest clockwise living neighbors, and Ekin's picking in his nearest clockwise living neighbors, so they don't double up.
I think Ekin and Austin also did coordinate, but I don't remember the exacts. I was just there for that conversation. Maybe chat can tell us. Okay. Do we want to get going?
Yeah, let's do it. So, Jen.
Yep. Please bring in Jen. Hello, Jen. Please.
Hello.
Pick 2.
Why don't we do Ease? Emma and Ekin.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Emma just drunk. Emma again being drunk and poisoned on the same night is just a thing here.
Yeah, it's just the thing you have to do. I mean, I make not on day 2 would I drunk Witch, maybe later on in the game because good townsfolk. But yeah, I just think you just drunk Emma again.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, and Emma does get a yes tonight, no matter what, probably.
I mean, I think it's a little bit depends who she picks, but yeah. Okay, I'll pull Ekin in.
Yep, please do. Hello, please pick a player.
Great start. I don't know what I'm doing here. Town is doing my job for me. Alana apparently claimed Goon to Austin, so let's pick Alana and see if that's true. Also sticking to the clockwise plan, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Alana.
That works. That makes sense to me. All right, let's have fun. Let's bring in Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Dave, please pick a player.
Brendan.
Dave, please pick a player.
Emma.
Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Whoa! What?
It's the other thing I meant to say earlier when you asked about your fisherman advice. The other reason that the Exorcist is a great pick is it's before the demon, so the demon cannot stop that double pick.
Yep. I really like the fisherman advice at the very beginning of the game. I always struggle with a little bit. There was nothing else I was giving besides you have to sacrifice to somebody, and I think Dave's the right choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Austin, I guess. Hello? Please kill.
Hello. Yeah, this is interesting because I got fortune tellers from Jen, but I think there's a plan, speaking with Ekin, to kill clockwise. Dave was doubled, and I know Dave can't be the Raven Keeper, so thank you for that. Brendan was doubled, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill Dave.
Okay.
Thank you.
I almost obviously not judging the players' decisions. I almost worry if that's going to backfire because now Dave knows for a fact that Brendan and Emma aren't the Nodashi, and with so many people already killing themselves, that halves the demon so much.
It kind of depends whether Alexis kills or not, though, because if not, they've got to build the assassin world.
Yep.
So there's that in there. I also Austin is right. 90% of the time, not 90% of the time, but at least half the time on this script, Brendan getting doubled doesn't matter.
Yep.
This is the time when it does because we got to give bad dreamer information in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. I think it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna make a decision with the dreamer. I don't know if it's gonna be right, chat, but that's part of storytelling. Even the best storytellers, especially with dreamer, you have to make decisions. So let's go to Alexis. We don't have to do it yet though.
On our way.
Hello.
Hello. I would like to save it for another night. Thank you.
Okay.
I think, given what's happened, That's good.
Yep. All right, let's go to Emma. Emma.
All right, let's get an appropriate no this time. I will pick Austin and Alexis.
Austin and Alexis, and I'm gonna give you no.
Good.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
I can see the argument for giving a yes there, and I truly do, and I thought about it heavily. But, and also, when I have the choice, I'm almost always gonna give the demon a no.
Yeah, I mean, there's a balance here of yes, in S&V, the no dashi poison is how you tell where the demon is, but also the no dashi poison is for the demon's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have to give 95% of the time we have to give a poison fortune teller bad information, especially when they're also innkeeper drunk.
Yeah. Like I also can say with the innkeeper drunk why you would give a yes there, because that it hand waves it away. It's fine. I don't know. I made my decision. I hope you understand it, chat. If you would do different, I probably would 95% of the time too. But we make decisions here on stream. You get the good, bad, and the ugly. Let's go. Speaking of the bad and the ugly, let's go to the dreamer.
What could go wrong? This is gonna be
Hello, please pick one player.
I would like to pick Alexis, please.
Okay, you see Alexis as the... You see Alexis as the... definitely as the... Totally as the drunk? Or... like... the Zon?
Okay.
Please pick a player.
Emma, please.
You see... drunk? Or the Zon?
Thank you.
Okay, bye!
I mean, that's a spicy choice, but like, just hard flagging either it's a Zon 2 or you're the drunk to Brendan, who's gonna like hate that.
I didn't know what else to do there. I didn't know what else to do.
I mean, there's an element to like, I'd have found it very funny. I'd find it very funny to give almost any evil player here.
Yeah.
Because Marionette's almost quite funny in its own way.
Yep.
Like, also, because if Emma was the marionette there, then that like fucking tentacle is reaching to Alana.
That's insane. That's wild. Yeah, you know, maybe it'll backfire, but like I think making it a Zon world makes sense. I just think it does. That's my take though.
Yeah, I mean, given those picks, it's actually a shame that we did give Emma the no, because in the like, it's clearly a Zon.
Yeah, that is a shame. Oh well, I you know, something will happen. You know, knowing my luck as a storyteller, that's gonna like confirm that Brendan that he's the Nadashi poison somehow.
Yeah, who knows? Also, the thing that we're looking at here, right, is there's no one good left willing to sacrifice except maybe Inspo, who's frankly not interested. So Evil could win this by attrition. Because, like, if one of these players is like, I think Jen's a good odds, actually. Jen and Alana, like, are the main ones who are willing to sacrifice here.
Yep. I think I
if they choose to sacrifice, we could end very quickly.
I think I agree with Micah. Zon 3 is also a very big world that could be happening. If as in Alexis is the drunk, or vice versa, one of them's a Zon, one of them's a drunk, and it's a Zon 3, not a Zon 2. And then that deals with the Emma thing. Anyways, not important. These are bullshit worlds we made up on the fly from the content. So let's go. Hello?
We've been talking
In
about
the
how
chat,
drafts
yeah.
are pretty stupid animals that frequently get
Oh,
annoyed.
okay. We need to kill Emma today.
Well,
That's all I have to say.
Dave's dead.
Okay.
Dave's dead, baby. Dave's dead.
Okay. So the Pope probably didn't try to kill 4 people last night. No,
I mean, I was the only person who both was doubled and survived the night. So,
are you the Pope, Brendan?
It's Ravenkeeper.
I can do it tonight.
Which I'm gonna take.
The Poe, you can admit it. This is a safe space. This is a safe space where you can.
if I were the Poe, I would feel safe.
Great. But you're saying you're not the Poe.
I am saying.
Lucky that you're the exorcist. You got to go first.
Yeah,
If
at
you were
least
like
I
a
got
dreamer.
to happen first. So
Yeah.
hopefully
If you were a
Brendan
dreamer or
can do
something, it would have been like really bad. Like it would have just like I would have died for no reason, and so it's at least good you got some info out of it.
Yep.
Well, at least we know those 2 aren't the demons, so like happy to kill away from them.
Okay, cool.
Do you mind if I? Do you want to share it? Do you mind if I share it? How do you want to go about it?
And it's okay.
You're denying all 8 evil characters.
I am categorically denying all 8 evil characters.
All right. Are you also denying all 13 townsfolk?
No.
Okay, which townsfolk aren't you categorically denying?
Which I am not categorically denying that I am either the balloonist, preacher, innkeeper, or dreamer.
Okay, so what did you do 4 of last night?
What did I only did 2 of a thing.
Okay, so you're not the innkeeper. I caught you in a lie. You were categorically denying you were the innkeeper.
I was not categorically denying it. That doesn't mean I am it.
So you're claiming to be the preacher, the balloonist, or the dreamer?
Yes.
Okay. But you're not one of those.
Yeah, I don't think Brendan or Emma are the demon.
Well, now neither do I.
I think Emma's the drunk. Could Austin be like Nodashi poisoning Emma?
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm not the claim. I just picked a random person for my second ping.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm the balloonist. No one's offered to help me.
Be poisoned, so.
Yep.
All right,
cool. That's good.
Game. I liked the damsel recluse thing, is what I want to say.
Okay, thanks.
I had me categorically deny a lot of things, none of which was that she has not done anything in return.
I have categorically denied everything except fortune teller and maybe drunk.
Okay, understood.
And
I will say
possibly
you were dreamer picked as possibly the drunk, but also I think that last night might have been a Zon night.
Interesting.
What were
I
your?
may or may not have revealed what I am.
What were your other sides then, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. I saw Raj as the role he's claiming, or marionette.
Balloonist?
Yes, sure. I saw Alexis as drunk or Zon, and Emma as drunk or Zon.
I mean, it would be really funny if one of them's the drunk and one of them's the Zon.
That would be very funny.
That would be really good.
I think I was just being told that it was a Zon night, but that would be very funny.
I thought you were the innkeeper, frankly.
Yeah.
Fuck. So if it's a Zon, then Dave's ability may have done nothing, and sacrificing was pointless. Super.
Yeah, I have one outsider claim so far. It was Alana as the goon, so take that with a grain of salt. I have heard of a balloonist as well, but if it's a Zon, that overrides it. So
It's pretty certainly not a. I will say it's pretty certainly not a Zon 1 because Dave's role and my advice line up pretty well.
You were assassin killed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You died night 2. There's like no reason for that to happen as an evil. Preacher, I preached Emma and Raj.
Emma and Raj.
You're right, Kizzle.
Cool. Thank you very much.
No problem.
not worth sacrificing over.
Yeah, Dave's the exorcist. He's dead now, so.
Demon world does technically align with information that exists.
Indeed,
There's
indeed.
no way Alana claims Goon is
Yep.
the demon.
Yep,
Like,
Goon's
not
pretty
even
well.
Alana
Yep.
does that.
If she knows she's in a fortune teller, yes, she might.
Welcome back to town, my lovelies. Talk amongst yourselves. Hands up if you need me. Nom soon.
Yeah.
Great. Nom sooner then.
Yeah, it gets to now. Problem is that we've all been joking around, and I don't think we have any real info.
So I actually do have real info. I'm the fisherman. I went and asked the storytellers for advice on the first day and was told that my best sacrifice was Dave. So I sacrificed to give Dave doubled ability. I believe that Dave was worth sacrificing for. So that means it's likely that I'm not seated next to a Nodashi. Also, one side of me is pretty dead. So it's likely I'm not seated next to a Nodashi or within reach of a Nodashi, and also that it's probably not a Zon 1. So that's pretty useful information, I think, that we can work off of.
Well, Dave, were you a good sacrifice too?
Yeah, I was the exorcist. I chose 2 people. I don't know if I'm going to share that publicly or not, like who the picks were yet.
Dave is in a double claim.
He's in a triple claim.
I'm also the one died at night.
I think you're the real one. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot on here that wants to die at night for the evil team.
Noms are open, but take your time.
Was there a chef number anyone's heard of?
There is, but I don't think I'm gonna share it.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not my information.
I was the chef. I've got a couple of people have got it.
I think your number kind of makes me want to kill Austin.
I'll nominate Jen.
Tell me why.
Hold on one sec. Yeah. I've heard Jen is claiming my role, so I'd like to kill Jen.
Jen?
I've claimed about 4 roles. I've only claimed my real role to 3 people. Raj double claimed me, and is upset that I'm double claiming somebody else. So Raj is definitely pressing on me for some reason, which is interesting.
It takes 5.
Emma, before the game, didn't you say if you don't sacrifice yourself, you're probably the demon?
Yeah, I was thinking long and hard about whether I should sacrifice myself there. Like, you've been like a burn the ships moment, but
5 is not enough.
Brendan nominates Alexis.
Brendan nominates
And lives.
Alexis. You said and lives?
Yes.
Okay, tell me why.
One of Alexis's neighbors has been dreamt as a marionette.
Alexis?
That's it.
I am a fairly strong townsfolk role. I've told my role to several people. I'd be good to get removed if you're evil.
5 votes.
Brendan, I hope you understand why from that accusation it's hard for me to vote.
I was gonna say you just made it impossible for me to vote on that.
I think I'm
Yeah. I meant to vote, but I didn't raise it in time. Lag.
All right.
I would dead vote on Raj today.
Anyone else?
I'll nominate Inspiration.
Alana nominates Inspiration. Tell me why.
I've got a fortune teller, yes, and
Oh yeah, sorry. Alana also dies. Tell me why.
Oh, can I
Nope.
I've got a fortune teller, yes, and Inspiration.
Inspiration?
No, you don't. We agreed that neither of us were the demon.
4
There's
votes.
too many
Starts
fortune
down.
tellers here.
there is a fortune teller yes on inspiration. It does not come from Alana.
It comes from Alana.
4 is enough to put Inspiration on the block.
4's a tie.
Is it?
Oh,
yep, it is.
Yeah,
Correct.
we got 4 on Dan.
Yep,
Can
correct.
I nominate Raj?
1 second, please. Hold.
I didn't see the skull on Jen, or else I probably wouldn't have voted.
No,
There was no skull.
There wasn't.
There was no
needed
skull.
5
You
at the
needed 5 for Jen. You got 4, and now the 4 for Inspo is therefore a tie.
I see.
Correct.
Okay.
Is it
there,
worse? It's not that the majority matters there.
it is not,
Because
as
we
far
have
as I'm
more
aware,
dead
it's not
now.
the majority matters. It is specifically tying. Is that
It
correct,
still
Ed?
needs to be a unique vote for the day.
Yeah. You know, would you believe I don't have to deal with that interaction a lot? Anyways, who said something about Raj?
Nominate Raj.
Nominated Raj.
Tell me why.
I trust Jen. I trust Milk based on the fact that Dave died at night. I got weird vibes from Raj, but I always kind of get weird vibes from Raj, so I'm happy for this.
Raj?
Yeah, I just had a social read on Jen, but that's kind of backing off now. We lifted them yesterday. We can kill me, but I think I'm the wrong kill. I think Inspiration was probably evil, so I was happy to vote there. I also think I might be somewhat confirmed this game, but do what you want to do.
For tie.
Exorcist pick Raj.
For tie, 5 dice, starting now.
Please don't use a dead vote on this, Milk.
People can use their votes how they want.
Nobody else was raising up, so
yeah, I was.
I tried, but it was right.
There's 3 hands up after you.
5 is enough.
You tried when it was already up to me.
I was in a text chat, but it's fine.
5 is enough. Raj is on the block. This is your final call. 10 seconds.
If we think Alexis is potentially evil, Raj threw up a hand when it was almost impossible to get 5, and that looks like an evil voting to make it look like it's closer than it.
Anyone want to nominate me?
5, 4, 3. 2,
What if I could?
1.
I'll nominate.
Raj is
too late?
executed. Yeah, sorry, too late. Raj is executed and dies. Go to bed. Hello. That was an interesting night.
Yeah.
Or
I
day,
mean,
rather.
This is the moment that I get to use my usual diatribe, which is I maintain that if you are an Odashi and you have living minions, it's always in your interest to swap. To me, even if you don't know who the minions' neighbors are or who your own neighbors are, like, this is the Monty Hall problem. It's always better to swap.
Agreed. And I think if you swap to to either minion, you get something out of it here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Alexis is getting some shade because of the Raj being dreamt as marionette. So swapping to Ekin here is great because they were worried about Inspo, and as it turns out, they're going to get Emma by default if they do that. So, yeah, I really hope that Austin goes for it, but you never know. I mean, Austin did literally hear Dave and Milk out loud go, I would love to kill Austin today.
Well,
So,
this
you
is
know.
how I run Barber. So I'm going to go talk to Austin and get the Barber swap now. I rule it on death, so let's go do that.
Great.
I never know if that's the correct way to do it. That's just how I do it. I'm consistent.
It is the correct way.
Hello.
As you may assume based on what we're talking about, would you like to swap?
Oh, a barber died. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. No, I don't think so, because I'm next to, I think, Fortune Teller and Dreamer. So, no.
Okay, thank you.
Do I make a pick now or leave?
Nope, we'll come back.
I mean, he's right. He's next to some powerful info.
Yeah, but I don't know if the Dreamer necessarily like. I guess he can know. I think because I think he knows that Inspiration's a goon from his conversations. I think he can know that swapping to Ekin, but you know, it is what it is. The choice was the choice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really wish.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Brendan picks tonight. It's going to be really interesting. Anyway, shall I summon a Jen?
Yes, please. Hello.
Hello.
Pick.
Brendan and Inspo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that does nothing.
Yep.
All right, please bring in me a Ekin. 1 for 2.
All right. Part of me kind of wants to just put it on a dead player to make town paranoid about who might be witch cursed. But part of me just wants to speed up the game. Where are we? 7. let's see. Austin kills somebody. Alexis might stab. We might go down to 5 or 6. Clockwise neighbor would be Alexis, which I don't want to curse. Jen would be Alexis's clockwise neighbor, which I don't want to do. Unless Alexis assumes that I'm gonna pick Jen, then stabs Brendan. But Jen is under sus. Inspo is under sus. So Brendan seems like the best, most trusted player here. So if Austin kills Brendan, that's fine. I want to pick Brendan.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Chat has it right. Town is dangerously within TPK range. Like, dangerously.
Yeah, because we're going to get probably 2 deaths tonight, I imagine.
I would assume Alexis kills tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to go down to 5. Brendan can die during the day to take it down to 4.
And then they have to kill the demon of the games. Like, they have to,
Well, I think...
yeah.
Yeah, it's whether... It's then up to Ekin, right? It's up to Ekin and Alexis. Do they gamble on sacrifice nomming? Or do they use the fact they have 3 living votes to try and push to sleep?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think if I'm in that position, I don't sacrifice nom. I just try to push to sleep because Town has to kill the demon, or it's like game over. Like they don't have a secondary option.
The thing that's really interesting here is, as Ekin laid out, like their plan was for Alexis to kill in her clockwise neighbours, nearest clockwise living, and Ekin to do the same. Ekin can't. Alexis can, but Jen is a major evil candidate.
Mm-hmm.
So does Alexis kill that? Like, the best world for evil, not that they know it, is for Alexis to kill Inspo and Austin to kill anyone else.
Yep. Well, let's go talk to Austin and see if he'll kill anyone else.
Hello.
Hello.
I think I have to kill Emma.
Okay.
In case you didn't hear, I'm bluffing Ravenkeeper, by the way.
Okay,
So,
thank you. I did hear that, and I think that's a really fun bluff for Austin. I don't know what Alexis and Ekin are bluffing.
I think Ekin is going with Alchemist, but Alexis is definitely going Preacher. Cool. Austin outed Alexis as Preacher to like 3 different people.
Okay, let's go get Alexis's information and see how we go. You using?
I feel I'm compelled to. I should have used it night too and could have sold Brendan as a possible evil. Oh well, doesn't matter at this point. Let's kill Jen.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's the move. And now, this is TPK land. We're getting really close. We'll see what happens here, but
I think my favorite thing about this is there's like, I'd say it's 70% chance that Brendan picks Inspo here. I was thinking about it while you were talking to Austin. Like, I don't think Brendan wants to pick Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Brendan particularly wants to pick Jen or Alexis again. So Brendan's choices are basically Austin, Ekin, Inspo. Brendan's going to be wary of picking a neighbor on a marionette and no Dashi script. So it's basically Ekin and Inspo. And I think Inspo's under a lot of sus. So
there's so much suspicion on Austin that I'm telling you right up front, and you can tell me this is a bad idea. If Brendan picks Inspiration, I'm telling Brendan, Goon, and any other demon. Like, that's not Nodashi.
I think that's a good call specifically because it implies that Inspo had already been picked and is therefore evil, and so they're going to be hella paranoid.
Mm-hmm. And, like, I know that we might want to give Brendan, like, some semblance that he's Nodashi poisoned, but they already think Austin is the demon, so I don't care. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll pull a Brendan. Let's see what he does.
Let's do it. Pick.
Every time this takes so long, I'm like so terrified that I'm dead. The masculine urge to pick Alexis again. I thought you'd like that. Let me pick. Fuck it. Jen.
You're gonna pick Jen?
Jen. Paul Blart himself.
Paul Blart in the very flesh. Well, my good friend, my darling, dearest friend. Oh, how you are my friend. You are so great and so powerful and also the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you Innkeeper.
Okay.
Or Assassin.
Fun.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think that was a good choice.
Jen loves to self-kill as an assassin, and I couldn't say Marionette. I really wanted to, but I couldn't because of both the witch and the assassin.
Yeah, 100%.
We did all that talking about inspiration, and then Reddit goes and takes Jen. How dare he? All right, let's wake him
Yeah,
up.
interesting one. Let's wake him up.
Yeah, let's go. Jen's dead. 3 minutes.
Oh, just while we're on the subject, though, Emma's also dead.
Emma's also dead. Still 3 minutes.
Oh. Assassin?
Would
Yeah,
be assassin.
It has to be, right? Because no one was doubled. No one was doubled yesterday.
I guess.
No,
It clears a small world.
Where's your head at? I know what you are.
Oh yeah. I think the demon is one of. Broadly speaking, I think the demon is one of you, Inspiration, Ekin, or Alexis.
Interesting.
Yep.
Alright. Anyway, I have a yes on Alana and Inspiration and a no on Austin and Alexis, but if we think Night 2 was on Night.
Night
Alexis
2 was Austin, or?
Night 2 was the no on Austin and Alexis. If we think Night 2 is on Night, though, that could just be a yes on Alexis.
I'm tempted to think it is, but okay. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
On day one, I was given fisherman advice that told me that my best target for doubling was Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So I sacrificed myself to double Dave. Dave is the exorcist who picked 2 people thanks to my doubling. Now, if it was Azan 1, then my advice was bad. But my advice probably isn't bad because the dead exorcist got doubled. If it's Azan 2, then it would be disingenuous to give me advice to sacrifice myself for Dave when sacrificing myself for Dave would just basically do nothing because it would be...
Barber, Marionette.
Okay.
Night 2, Alexis, Drunk Orzan, and Emma as Drunk Orzan.
Alexis, Drunk Orzan.
I'm 90% sure Night 2 was Azan night.
Yeah. Raj claimed Barber to me just now, so I think that's probably right.
Yeah. I mean, either or that or...
Gotten the wrong role, although I have been woken up each night to ask if I want to use my ability.
Which I don't think you can do if it's a Zon one.
Dead Ravenkeeper.
No, you're not.
Good.
Yeah,
Great. You 2 are in a hard double claim.
Alana, tell the truth. What are you?
no. Elsa, come on.
And then I'm not drunk.
Okay. Inspiration is in a fortune teller yes. Austin was on a no, but that was Azan night, we think, between Austin and Alexis. That was a no, fortune teller no.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But I think...
Hang on. Alana, Austin, Zan.
if I'm the drunk, Austin could still be a... as well.
Left. So if you're on the good
Alana,
team...
I'm not the...
Hello. Welcome back, beautiful people. Jen, go ahead.
Just ready for...
Okay, well then I'm gonna move on because we don't wait. You know this.
No, just not everyone's back, and I wanted to make sure that they could hear it. Emma. Sorry, I'm the innkeeper. I chose Emma and Ekin first, and then I chose Brendan and Inspo, and then died.
Okay.
Austin and Alana are in a hard double claim.
Alana backed out in that conversation after you
Not
left.
while I was there.
Double claim of goon?
Alana's not the goon. Alana died to a witch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know what
what are you?
Alana's. Alana could have been picked. What goes before which?
What are you, Austin?
Preacher and Keeper is the only option.
Preacher and Keeper. At this point, it was fine. I've told a couple people I'm the Raven Keeper. I claimed Balloonist first couple days. Alana's now double claiming Raven Keeper.
But Alana can't have been witch picked unless she was also preacher picked before.
Correct.
Inspiration, I'd like to hear more about your information because I can't build a world where it's a Zon 1 or 2.
Yeah, I also can't build that because there has to be, I think, at this point, an assassin and a witch.
I think it has to be a Zon 2, personally.
It's impossible. I don't think it's possible to be a Zon 2.
What's the information?
The information is that I'm the investigator who saw a Zon between Alana and Austin, which I think is only possible if that was specifically an Oho miss that got the 2 deaths. Otherwise, it has to be assassin witch based on what we know, which means that I would have to be the drunk specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the record, on night 2, I dreamed 2 people, both of whom I got the same information, drunk or Zon.
Oh.
Who were they?
Was it made us?
No, it was
Emma
me
and Alexis.
Yeah, I'm the fortune teller with a yes on Inspiration and Alana, then a no night 2 on Austin and Alexis.
Does Austin know Dashi work for that? And Brennan just got sober information on night 1, and it's not.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty happy to kill Inspiration who has information about a Zon that I don't think exists.
Wait, you dreamt 2 people the same night and got drunk?
I got doubled by Malishon.
Okay, so but both of those were the same night.
Both with the exact same information, drunk or Zon.
What was your night 1 and night 3 information, Brendan?
Night 1, Raj, Barber, or Marionette. Night 3, Jen, Innkeeper, or Assassin.
By the way, I was the barber.
Oh.
Sorry if that wasn't. If
The
I was blown up.
outsiders.
No, that's fine. I was telling people today, but
Yeah. Like, I believe Brendan is just good.
I do too.
I think Brendan's good too.
Second, are you still in double flame?
Second call for noms.
No, I lied to you, Raj. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I'll just share. I've shared this with a couple of people. I'll just share my little thing. So I'm the fisherman. I picked I went and used my ability on the first day and was told that my best fisherman, my best sacrifice was for Dave. So I sacrificed myself for Dave. I don't think that my information is Zon poisoned on 1 because Dave is the exorcist and would in fact be a good fisherman pick. I don't think my information is poisoned on 2 because it would be disingenuous to give me that advice and not different advice if you know that I'm about to go sacrifice myself for Dave. So I don't think it's valid advice to give me that advice if it's on 1 or 2.
Could Assassin have acted like 2 nights ago and then we had a power charge but they hit one of Jen's protections?
Jen, you have your hand up?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, based on Brendan having picked Brendan and Brendan dreaming me as Innkeeper and Assassin, that makes me less inclined to want to kill Inspo. Because Inspo's probably drunk there, but I guess you could give Brendan good information and
You would have
be
died
drunk.
before I got my info, so I wouldn't be drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Correct. Sorry.
Brendan nominates Austin
Tell me
and looks the Djinn in the face and says, "Fuck off."
Tell me why. Oh yeah.
I doesn't want to die.
Yep, and you die.
Oh, I will.
Oh shit.
I think Austin being Nodashi does work with all of the information, specifically mine and Emma's. I just think this is the demon, possibly.
Austin?
Yeah, so it definitely does work, I think, as you're talking about it. The concern I have at this moment is there's 4 alive now, so it is basically final day, particularly if there's 3 alive. I know I'm not the demon, so if we do this, we lose.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Well,
we have 3 evils alive.
Yeah, we haven't killed any evil players, right?
We have to send it on someone today.
We have to go today.
It takes 2,
Yeah.
starting now.
They can just sack right now.
I think the evil team is Alexis, Ekin, Inspo. What are we doing here?
All right. That is 5 votes on Austin. Anyone else? Actually, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically can be beaten, so I'll give you like 10 seconds. 9.
I'm not voting.
Can I nominate Alexis?
Sure. Tell me why.
Brendan, did you just say you're not voting?
I'm not voting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, then it's
Oh,
not
never
evil.
mind.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. I did not hear that, Brendan. Thank you.
No, it's fine.
The game is over. Austin is dead. What a
I was gonna nominate Alexis and kill myself, but that's fine.
Honestly, Austin, if you did that, it'd have been so hilarious, and you kind of should have. That was a fun game. That really weirdly swung at the last second. I was so sure Evil was gonna win via TPK, but good one, because you killed Austin the Nodashi, who Nodashi poisoned Emma. Who, by the way, Emma, you were always drunk on top of being poisoning while you were alive. First, you picked Inspiration, the Goon, and was Goon drunk when you learned a yes on Inspiration in Alana. Alana was your clockmaker. And then you were an Innkeeper drunk when you picked Austin and Alexis, your Assassin and Adachi. I gave you a yes there. I should have given you, I gave you a no. I should have given you a yes because that night, Brendan, your dreamer, was doubled up by Malishon, and I didn't know what the fuck to give Brendan, the Nodashi poison doubled up. So when Brendan picked Alexis and Emma, I kind of stumbled into drunk and Zod, which didn't work too well when Ekin the Witch and Alexis the Assassin were out, but honestly, you were so close to a TPK, so I don't feel bad. Ekin got 2 kills, Brendan and Alana. Raj was your barber, which Austin declined. Dave was your exorcist, who milked the fisherman doubled, exercising Brendan and Emma. I stand by my fisherman advice. I think that because of the poisoning, Dave was the only good double there. Go ahead, Austin.
I just want to let you all know how maddening it is to be in final day with a dead person claiming Ravenkeeper that I know is not in play, and an investigator claim that I know is not in play.
Yeah,
so thank you for that.
Preacher, investigator, and Ravenkeeper were busts.
It was the righteous rage of a demon whose bluff is being double claimed.